Testing. There we go. Sorry about that, everyone. Let's try that again. Sorry about the webcam. Totally forgot to set that up. I apologize for the late notice. I didn't keep track of the calendar correctly. And so tomorrow is Father's Day, which I did not take into account, and I didn't really want to do 2 weeks without streaming. So that's why we're here today. And the reason there's nothing behind me is because there's a lot of projects open on Photoshop, like the little previews, that I don't want to spoil. So until we end the poll and find out what we're going to be doing, which based on the results, I think I already know the answer, we're going to switch over to Photoshop once that's done. That being said, how is everyone doing today? I also do want to say I very much apologize for the silence that's going to be happening during this stream. Recently, so I mentioned this in the last stream, that when it comes to the music that I use on these streams, even though it is copyright-free music, it still gets flagged for, I get copyright claims on the little YouTube backend stuff. So I have to go through and dispute all those. It's usually not a problem. It's just time consuming. Recently, I've actually, the people who own the music or whatever have come back and said, hey, we've determined that this is still a valid claim. Which is weird because they've released the claims on other streams, but one of the streams are like, okay, now we're going to take issue with it, which was really weird. So I talked to my friend. I asked them to make me like a short little lo-fi loop that I can use for streams. But until then, we're going to have to sit in silence. I'm so sorry. I use copyright-free music. I don't know why the live streams get flagged, but the whatchamacallits, the regular videos don't. So with all those apologies out of the way, I'm going to give like a minute more for people to vote. I can only go to about 4 o'clock-ish today. So I have a alarm set up for around 3:45. That'll go off and tell me to start winding down the stream. And the reason I'm telling you about said alarm is because if you've been here in the past few streams, you'll know for a fact that I will forget about said alarm, and at 3:45 I will be scared by said alarm. Anyway, how's it going, everybody? Dragons are the bomb. How's it going? Chainsaw Hunter, what's up? Happy that you can join the stream. Caden King, hello. How are you doing? Chainsaw Hunter again. Hope everyone's doing well. I'm doing well. We can't hear you. I can't hear anything. We can't hear you, KyngPin. Okay, now we can hear you. I really don't know why OBS sometimes automatically connects the equipment and then sometimes it doesn't. But thank you all for letting me know. I'm glad it's one of those issues that I know what the problem is, and I'm not sitting here for like 30 minutes being like, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? I know for a fact that it's like, oh, it's on a different setting. I just got to change it and it's fine. So thank you all for letting me know. Yo, Ven, what's up? I believe I know for a fact, but I feel like I could be wrong. We got your character today. If I'm not mistaken, and I shouldn't be mistaken, but yeah, how's it going? I can't stay too long. I have to go back to work. Well, that's okay. I'm glad you can join us anyway for a little bit. I'm doing really good. I've been getting great grades at school, so I'm happy about that. Awesome. That's awesome to hear. Congratulations, Chainsaw Hunter. I'm also happy that school is almost over. Just one more week, which I'm only going to school for the first 2 days. Nice. End of school is always, always fun. You can start your summer and, you know, just have a few good weeks of chillaxing. And yeah, so I realized that I never changed the thing. So let's end the poll here, see what we're going to be doing today. And we're continuing our emotions chart. So that's cool. I figured since it wasn't a Sunday, I'd leave it up to all of you. Because I know like some people can't join today that usually join on Sundays, and they've been here for like 7 weeks or whatnot. So I just wanted to see what everyone else wanted to do. Also, this would be part 7, so I was interested to see if people wanted to change it up a little bit, but apparently not. But I'm okay with that. We are getting through. Okay, there we go. I'm like, hey, where's Photoshop? It's right here. Yeah, we're making our way through. We're not halfway through quite yet, but we will get there soon. And I guess we should spin for the next emotion while I start working on this one. Where is my wheel? There we go. Cool. Yeah, we'll spin in a second. I just want to catch up with the rest of the chat. I'm doing all right. That's good to hear. Dragons are the bomb. Also, Dragons are the bomb. I'm pretty sure I responded to the email, but I saw the chinchilla you drew for... I forget the name of your character. I apologize. But the pet that she gives people, the chinchilla, it turned out awesome. Dude, I was talking to my mom and I forgot I had the stream on, and then you started talking and it scared both of us. I apologize to both you and your mother. I hope you weren't scared too bad. Dang, can't stay till the end. I get out of work at 5. I'm really sorry to hear that. But there will always be more streams, and I'm also working on a bonus video that hopefully will come out sometime later next week. I'm shooting for Wednesday and or Friday. I haven't really decided yet, but that's going to be a really cool video. I'm excited to see how it turns out overall. It's shorter, but it's shorter for a reason. Wawa? Not entirely sure what that means, Ven. I forget what the context was, but if you're talking about the convenience store, then nice. Screenshotted the sketch. Nice. Glad to see that. And I'm happy that we can start doing original characters from all of you. It's honestly that these have probably been the most fun to draw out of all of them. Because, like, not only the most fun to draw, I think they're the ones that turned out the best, too. Because Ark's Angelic Demon definitely came out good. Freya I really like. Erinfold. Jeez, it's been a while. Dreamweaver, and yours too, Ven. I forget the full name of it, but like those have been my favorite ones to draw. Like Gummy Goose, Shadow, Deary, like they're cool. They were fun to draw, but like getting suggestions from not only like Popcross, Dempsey, Knight of Arcane, but like characters from the chat and showcasing your creativity and character design has really made this super... Can you zoom in the amount I need you to? Thank you. Has been really fun, so... I guess it's about... Why are you... There we go. I guess it's about time we get into it. I need to actually get a reference image. It's been a little bit of time. Here we go. Cool. Alright. Can't wait for school to be over. I'll be visiting my grandparents soon. Oh, that's awesome. I hope you have a lot of fun there. This one. All right, here we go. Hey, Inkman Studios, how's it doing? We'll be having a farewell party for the end of the year and do a bunch of stuff afterwards. End of the year parties, those and holiday parties, specifically the ones that the school held, are always great. It might just because you're getting to go home for a long time at the end of the day, but even still, parties, school parties are really... I always love them. There we go. Sorry, my pop filter that I use for like... not really recording, but like voice acting stuff, was poking me in the shoulder. I have to go. Have a good stream. Thank you, Dragons on the Bomb, and thank you for joining. I hope you have a good day at work. It's I know work can be a lot sometimes, but I hope you have a good day. Almost halfway through the emotion chart. Nice. Yep, almost being the key word. It has been it has been one heck of a long time. We've been going like, not consecutively, but we've been going like 7 weeks on this thing. It's insane. Like I haven't had the time to yet. Just because like things are a little hectic at the moment schedule wise, like just keeping up with everything, like getting back from vacation followed by sickness. It's just been really hard to like get back into being ahead of schedule. But what I really want to do at some point is do an extra long stream, where instead of like only 3 hours, it's like kind of like what I did for the air quotes year anniversary of my channel, when we had Popcross and Dempsey and Nerd Comics there. Maybe not something where it was like the multiple things, but like a 7-hour live stream where all we do is work on this emotions chart. And finally, just like, you know, bang out a good number instead of just 2 a stream. I think that might be fun. Just showed up. Anyway, excited for this episode of Chat Scars Kingpin for Life. You call it scarring for life. I call it, you're all giving me really good ideas. Because I can't really actually promise anything yet. But, also I don't really want to spoil it, but I'll say, the video for Monday, finally starts pushing one of the narrator's stories forward. And so, why did I not draw the teeth? Like, I just drew the mouth without any of the actual parts of the mouth in there. There we go. I don't want to spoil anything, but Monday's video, has been something that you've all expressed that you wanted to see. I finally got around to doing it. Not going to say what it is yet. But it also finally starts pushing the story of one of the narrators forward. So it's not just the same thing like it's been for Marcus and 50 and 51, where it's just like, oh, here we're going to go through these things one by one. Like, at some point in Monday's video, something else happens that'll lead into a different format for the rest of the videos, or for the short future of videos for that specific narrator. And I'm going to stop talking because I don't want to spoil it, but I will say that I do want to start doing that with all the narrators, just like really pushing their stories forward. Can you calm down? You are so loud right now. I don't know if you can hear it, but my laptop's fans are going insane. It's like a jet engine right next to me. It's crazy. But yeah, I really want to start pushing the stories, the original stories of all the characters or all the narrators, because I've set up certain ones, like the end of the community redraw a few months ago. It ended with like, oh hey, there's an SCP loose, and Professor Marcus Plague now has reservations about taking it up head on. So like, what's gonna happen? Like, where does he go from that? And where do the other people who are who were in the featured presentation, how do they survive and how do they recapture it or something like that. I haven't really thought it out yet, but like that's what I'm trying to say. Like instead of just, oh, Professor Marcus Plague, here's SCP 1, 2, and 3, it's like, oh, wait, now there's an actual problem that he has to overcome within this particular episode. And I also have ideas for other narrators too, but I kind of want to slow down on introducing characters until I, start fleshing out some of the ones I have already. Because it kind of feels like I'm, for lack of a better word, DCing my way through this. Whereas like Popcross, he gradually did it. It's like, hey, there's Benny. I don't know the exact order, but it's like Benny, Champagne, Mara. Basically, it was every so often there was a new character. And meanwhile, I'm like, here's 50, 51, Ivan a Clue, Marcus Plague, now Katie from the Venomized Singing Monsters episode. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's 6 new characters you have to learn about. And yet I've done nothing to flesh them out. So, although I do have some other characters, or at least ideas for characters, I'm going to be like, we'll put those on the back burner for now. They haven't been introduced, so they don't really have any bearing on any overarching plot that may be happening. Not that I have one planned out yet. And yeah. With that rambling out of the way, let's catch up with the chat. As soon as I finish this, because once I finish the line art, I want to spin for the next emotion. Yeah, I do apologize. I did kind of forget about that. I just started working on the line art. But we're back. We're back and we're crack-a-lackin'. And I'm going to mark that down as a phrase to never say again in my life. Because that was weird. Cool. Wait. Forgot this and this. Hide that. All right. Looking good. Lines get a little thinner toward the bottom, I just realized. So I'll fix that up in a second. But let's hear what the chat has to say. Just got back. What did I miss? Not much, Galahound. We're just working on some original characters that the chat submitted. This one was from last stream a couple of weeks ago because what I found works really well is working on one full one per stream, and just because of the time crunch today, I don't know if we'll get to a full one. But yeah, there's that, and then start the sketch of another one. That way, when we come back on the next stream, we can get right into it. I never do get right into it. I usually do spend like 15 minutes talking, but like, yeah. The plan is to get right into it. As soon as you know, most of the emotions will be OCs. Now, I have absolutely no problem with that. If like I'm trying to keep an even balance of both. Like when I set up the polls for you all to vote on, I try to keep an even balance of like pop culture characters and then original OCs, and then just see what the chat wants from there. And a lot of you have been voting for what I really like to see from the community is that everybody's supporting each other's OCs. It's not like one person suggests an OC and like they're the only person who votes for it while everyone's voting for the pop culture characters. Like a lot of you have expressed that you really like, can you draw a straight line? A lot of you have expressed that you're like, yeah, I'm really open. I really love this idea of subscriber OCs in this art challenge. So just know that all of you are awesome. Hey, KyngPin, which do you think is stronger, Kryptonians, Saiyans, or Viltrumites? Ooh. I haven't seen much of Dragon Ball, never finished Invincible. Um, um, um. Quick. All right. 1 and 4 will be Kryptonians. 2 and 5 will be Saiyans, and 3 and 6 will be Viltrumites. Come on, dice, answer for me. I'm not cheating. It came back a 1. So my final answer is Kryptonians are the strongest. Based on sheer chance. I'm sorry. I would love to answer the question, but I physically barely know anything about the other two. But my actual answer, just from the faint knowledge I know of all of them, I would say probably Viltrumites. And that's going off very minimal knowledge. So take that with a grain of salt. And now, one of my favorite things to do when working with different types of like glow and stuff is changing the line art to be that specific color. I just think it always looks cool when there's like certain parts of the drawing that aren't black line art. And I can actually see then you did that. You did something very similar here. The arm, the glowy bits are in a different color line art than the rest of the piece, which is always cool. Just a little, the way I do it, it's just a little hard to make sure you don't accidentally overlap like I did here with the hair. Yeah. And then I'll fade that out once I get this side. Are the bottom arms too also? Yes, they are. Okay. But actually, that doesn't appear like... I guess a little bit here, but that's about it. Because this is all shoulder. The emotion chart is taking a while indeed, but it looks really good, so I would say it's worth it. Oh, thank you, Chainsaw Hunter. I'm glad you're liking how it's turning out. I'm having a lot of fun doing this, and my only thing is I'm like, wow, this is going on a lot longer than I thought. I really hope that everyone else is enjoying it. Line art is, unless I'm missing something, which it doesn't seem like I am. Yeah, so we can move on to the next one. We'll spin for the next motion. It's definitely going to be the end of the year once we finish this. Yeah. And then starting in 2025, we'll do another one of these. Yeah, it's gonna take a while, especially since like the streams unfortunately have been less consistent as of late, just because of vacation, some graduation parties, Father's Day. But luckily we got this one going, so to kind of make up for that. But it's all right. I think canonically Kryptonians are stronger, but that also depends on what planet you happen to be on at the given time. All right, so the dice was right, at least according to Nerd Comics Inc. And by the way, I kind of did it subtly without much fanfare, but your next emotion is, what was it, C3? Yeah. So here's your next emotion. Let me take a small screenshot if you want to all start suggesting characters for this guy. There you go. And in the meantime, I will continue with this one. Kind of. I'm gonna work on the chat first, and then we'll get into it. Oh, hey, how many recreation videos do you have planned out? How many do I have planned out? It's a bit, I don't know. That's a tough question. Unfortunately, I do take them like one at a time. I'm really like All right, so that one, this recreations is now done. What'll the next prompt be? Like, I have ideas for prompts, but nothing like how they'll relate to like a story or anything. I do have one, um, what's it called? Recreation video that I have a story for, and I know how I'm going to put the prompts forward. Like I know what the prompt is going to be for that one, as well as the story. I just need to kind of figure out, what did I select already? Okay, yeah, I thought so. I just need to, for that recreations, I just need to figure out what I'll be how to run it through, because the characters that you submit that I'm going to redraw are going to affect the story, but at the same time, at the same time, the story itself. Wait, the characters you draw are going to affect the story, but the story itself has very specific characters in it. So I need to figure out a way to balance out the how much of the story is going to be written before I give you all the prompt for that recreation, and then how much of what you all submit will be factored into the actual like narration of the story. If that makes any sense. The problem is I have a specific time frame for when I want that done by, and it is fastly approaching. And I have not worked on it in a while, so oopsie daisies. And then I'll fade in the green there. Yeah, cool. Inside Out Emotion says demons, and me without my list of suggestions. Please hold, everybody. I will be right back. I think I'm being summoned by someone else. Hi, everyone. Small miscommunication. Everything's okay. What was I doing? I was writing down a suggestion. Inside Out Demons. Cool. All right. Everyone. Sorry, trying to keep up with the chat. It jumped down again, so I lost where I was. I agree with Ven now. Yeah, it's gonna take a while, but I'm okay with that. Will you pull up KyngPin? Will you pull a prop cross and use descriptions of your undrawn OCs for us to design? Yeah, it's something very similar to that. At least the one I was talking about. I realized you probably typed that way before I said that. But the one I was just talking about is something like that. It wouldn't be like past undrawn OCs, because unfortunately a lot of my OCs were drawing first. Think of a story, never. But my plan for that one is just like have a couple character descriptions that are going to be in the story. Everybody picks one of them, one of the four draws, and I redraw them, and then we tell the story. Problem with that is the story is also, I also want the story to be a special story, which involves other people, and so I now have to worry about getting them time to get them involved. So, yeah, I have a really cool idea for recreations, but it's going to require a lot of work. A lot of work that I've not put in yet. Also, apologies. I had a soda for lunch, and it's getting a little, it's coming back to me a little bit. That's sounds like a plane is about to take flight. Yeah. Luckily, the laptop's calmed down a little bit, but it does that all the time. It's probably not good that it does that at all. But yeah, every so often it'll just be like, hey, you just turned me on. What if I just... I apologize for that. I apologize for that. That's fair. I've been pushing a lot of narrator stories forward recently as well. Mostly Dino Dudes, but some of my SCP narrator, Van Helsing, I think I'm saying that right. Yeah, Helsing and the Monster also make Duck Scare canon. I want to say things so bad, but I don't want to spoil them. Let's just say what I mentioned before about... No, it's just gonna give it away. They'll be on to me. They'll know what I'll go... how do I get out of this? I couldn't even come up with a funny way to get out of that. I just kind of panicked. I do want to make Duck Scare canon. That's all I'm really gonna say. And it... Oh my gosh. If I keep rambling, I'm going to give it away. What else does the chat have to say? KyngPin, I finally started story arc 5 after over 140 videos, and this arc will be the very Eddie Smith focused. Oh, sweet. I can't wait to see it. Well, wait, you said you already did start it. So yeah, I'm going to have to check it out after the stream. Is this the right color? I feel like, no, it's a little too muddy. I stand by this hashtag, make Duck Scare canon. I guess I'm going to have to switch some video schedules around and, you know, just like new episode, not a live stream, an actual pre-recorded episode, 2 hours, 10 hours uncut of KyngPin drawing Duck Scare. No commentary, no music, just an unbroken feed of me drawing in silence Duck Scare. If doing that didn't just like tank my channel, well, first off, I don't think it would take 10 hours to draw, but if doing that would not tank the channel in terms of like watch hours, I would 100% do that as the joke and just be like, yep, just me. Just every so often, just like a small breath, like, like, yeah, dude, for 10 silent hours. I wouldn't have to worry about copyright because there'd be no music. Oh, wrong one. You are the same color too, the eyes. DCing is an accurate term. Would it be better if it was gradual? Because I think me and my cousins are also going through it, lol. First we introduce the main character, then he goes on a wacky journey to meet other main characters, then whoa, round table time. I mean, it really all depends on like what the characters are. Because if it's like a group of characters, then yeah, it makes more sense to introduce them all together. But because, for the most part, at least at the moment, all the narrators are separate from one another, like they, as far as I've established so far, there's really not any, for lack of a better term, multiverse or anything that would connect them together. I wanna ease people into them. But yeah, for like a party thing, like that makes a lot more sense to be like, oh, here's this person in the party, and this person, and this person, and this person. These are the people you will be following for the journey. Oh, right, that's not an eraser. There we go. And you. Hello. I'm sorry, the lasso tool just stopped working. Alright, I've got some errands to do. I'll be quiet in the meantime, but I'll still be here listening to the stream. Alright, cool, no problem then. Thank you so much for joining. And I do want to say thank you, everybody, for joining with such late notice. Can you... My gosh, what is going on with this lasso tool today? No, seriously, I want to say thank you to everyone, because I do always feel bad that all the streams are usually last minute. Like I don't plan them out earlier in the day, especially on Sundays when I know I'm going to be doing them. But I'm very happy that you are all showing up. Like even when it is last minute on a day I don't normally stream, a lot of people still are here, like within minutes of the stream going live, and that's like really awesome, and I really appreciate that. So thank you, everyone, and just know that you are all awesome. Yeah, there's some yellow going on in these arms, which actually helps because now you can make out the line art. I did make the colors a little too close together, I'm realizing. There we go. And down here. There we go. Cool. All right, now on to the middle part. I don't know how everyone makes such good OCs judging by this emoji chart. Yeah, the designs have been amazing so far, Chainsaw Hunter. Like, I'm looking at these and I'm like, oh, well, mine look kind of plain at the moment. Not really so much the ones that I've made for this channel, because most of them don't have designs yet. But like ones I've made in the past, because I've got, you probably, I don't know if you can see it, you cannot, like literally right behind me are all my old sketchbooks that I've been looking through recently, and I'm like, oh, some of these are cool. Yeah, but like overall I'm like, huh, I wish that I don't know where people come up with all these cool ideas. I wish I was as cool as them. Technically, every character is someone's OC. Fair enough, nerd. That is 100% sound logic. I mean, if you think about it, it's more of a salmon color. Salmon? What color is salmon? Yeah, that looks salmony. That's a rough approximation of salmon. It's like a samo. I don't even know what that means. This is all true. All characters, even pop cultures, can be considered OTs. since OC stands for original character. Yeah, it's if you ever think about that, like if you just sit and think, it's like, oh, even like the greatest, the most popular pop characters, most popular pop culture characters. There you go. All started off as someone's just creation once. They were just like, hey, what do you think of this? This is my own original character that I've made. And then it's like, hey, here's 16 movies about said character. All right, we got gold trims. Nice. I'd say that's the close. Yeah, that's pretty golden. We'll add the sheen in shading. And then I believe the horns are gold too. Well, not the horns, but like the base of the horns. Gotta say, this is coming out really cool. I really like. I specifically wanted to do this character because of the arms, and so far they look awesome. I love this gradient, like this gradient glowing effect, because it definitely feels like it's glowing too. Like I haven't added any linear dodge, but like the way I've blended the colors makes it feel like it's glowing, which is very interesting because usually I would go with something around the same color field, but this is like so far yellow than the original green, which I think is really cool. I really hope I didn't color pick the color I needed and then just immediately discard it, because that would have been really dumb of me. Future stream idea. Venomized angelic demon. Ooh. I'm going to write that down because in a year when we can finally explore other stream topics, that one would be really cool. I still can't believe at one point, like, the stream that started this whole series, that stream was going to be venomizing the Gloink Queen from Amazing Digital Circus. I'm like, you know what? I'm not really feeling that today. Let's do this emotion chart. It can't possibly take that long to fully complete. I was wrong. I was oh so very wrong. But honestly, I have no problems with being wrong. It could be bluer and darker. There we go. Changing line art color is always cool. In fact, creating Pharos is my main excuse for making cool glowy bits. That's awesome. Another emotion chart in 2025. Ugh. Kind of want to start an emotion chart myself. Looks fun, especially drawing characters with emotions that are very out of character. Absolutely, go for it, Chainsaw Hunter. This has been so fun. And I fully agree. Drawing characters completely out of character with Aaron Fold, Dresden over here has really been awesome. This one might be my favorite. Just in the pure emotion of just... this might be my favorite emotion on the chart so far that we've done. This one's also cool. I like the menacing. Ow, I slapped my head way too hard there. My head hurts now. Make an entire emotion chart, but each emotion is characters that are way out of character. That would be fun. I did see a... Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, there we go. I'm like, I saw a character emotion, and I've lost it. Or, not emotion, character suggestion. What was this? That was C3, right? Have we done E2 yet? We are literally working on E2. Wow. Wow. Wow, that's a new low for me. Because I just kind of want to keep the... I have a document that I'm putting all the character suggestions in, and I want to try and keep it in order. And I just totally forgot we were working on... What was it? C3, I think? Was the one we did? Yeah. So C3, we've got... Oh, hey, I want to keep the bullet point. Inosuke from Demon Slayer. No math. Hey KyngPin, how's existence? Existence has been pretty good. I guess small spoiler. Not really actually. No spoilers here. I just played Indigo Park yesterday for the first time and I absolutely loved it. It was actually one of the coolest indie animation, no, not indie animation, indie horror games that I've played. Just the aesthetic was amazing, and the music was awesome. So if you haven't checked out Indigo Park, I highly recommend it. It is free to play, and it's cool. And then, oh yeah, and then today for boss level, we what was it? We uploaded a very special episode that I really had fun not only recording but like I don't want to give away. There's a secret in the game today. I don't want to give it away, but the game's a lot of fun. That's all I got to say. The game's really cool and you should all totally check it out. It's a really fun video and oops, it fell into the chat. How did that happen? Shameless self-promotion. Can't wait to see how you render the arms. Well, we're about at the rendering stage, so we're about to find out how I render the arms. No, Alice. There was a certain point in doing these where I upgraded from 2 things of shading to 4, and now it becomes a task of trying to remember at which point or which characters have 4 shading and which ones have 2. All right. Do I want to do extra lines for the arms or do I want to do it with the shading? They're like a grayish green. So I think if I actually do regular just line art, that'll work. The arms are at a totally different angle. It's going to be a little difficult to see where they go. Yeah, maybe it could be a little darker. Yeah, that's about it. All right. Yeah, I think it's just the muscle lines, right? Like just where the muscles are supposed to be. If I'm not mistaken. It looks like it. So I'm going to do my best to get the arms as close as possible. I'm also seeing that I'm noticing that there's wisps, like little wisps coming off of the arm. So I'm going to have to retroactively go back and add those. The arms are tricky. Muscles are tricky. I'm not going to lie. Just not particularly to this, but overall, they're just like really tough. Because I noticed like they're also like really, some of them are overlapping spaces very close to each other like that. So I want to make sure I get those in there too. And then I know like I can see that the elbow has one going like that per se. Because I am so like the reference picture I have, it has the whoa, what is? It's mostly green, so yeah, it would probably key it out. But oh my gosh, seriously? Did that work? No. Well, kind of. Yeah. So see the reference picture I have, it's mostly the forearms that are in frame with the lines, but I'm working with the the upper arms here. So it's a little tricky to try and find out where the lines go. But I think that's not bad. Just for a rough estimate, I would say. It's all on a separate layer, so if I need to, I can always go back and try and fix those. Because I really want to make sure I get those arms right. I forgive you for taking a while to read chat. I'm sorry, Apple Flavors. I thought I was getting better at this. Apparently that's not the case. I'm still bad at chat. How does Danganronpa V3 characters venomize sound? That sounds very interesting. Danganronpa. Pretty sure I spelled that wrong. V3 manized. So like it's like what if Danganronpa characters were venomized, and then the thumbnail will be Danganronpa V3 MONIZED, V3 manized, something like that. I don't know, but I feel like you can do something with their ultimate abilities there, like you can have a lot of fun incorporating the ultimate talents into the, what's it called? No, seriously, what's it called? The designs. Glad the laptop calmed down. I use the laptop just like that. I used to have a laptop just like that. Emphasis on the used to. Oh no. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope mine doesn't quit out anytime soon. It's not that old, and it's also the computer I mainly use for work, like actual real life gives me money work. So if it stopped working, that would be really bad. Hey boss, I can't do any of the things you need me to. My computer is dead. Yeah, that would be very unfortunate. Also, I think it's either the pencil or the tablet itself, but I feel like something here is dirty, and it's creating some friction on the drawing pad that makes certain areas of the pad very hard to draw on. So I'm gonna have to figure that out. I do kind of want to upgrade to a. I've been considering upgrading to a bigger drawing tablet. I know Dempsey has like a, oh god, what was it? It was like a 24-inch, I think. But yeah, something like that. I've been looking to upgrade, but like upgrading costs money, and so far this tablet has not given me any issues, so it doesn't really make a lot of sense to do said upgrading just yet. I hope I'm doing the rendering justice here. I think I'm doing... I don't know. For some reason, I started rendering this, and then I realized, like, oh, I just am kind of working on autopilot here. I don't know if I'm actually doing this correctly. Because I want to work on cell shading, but it's definitely still an area I'm like, I'm starting to understand it, but it could be a little better. Nope. Yeah, that's fine. There we go. Future stream idea, Cyberpunk Kaufmo before he became an abstracted robot. Ooh. Maybe. I feel like the Cyberpunk AU was a lot of fun to do. Unfortunately, the second episode didn't do great. For some reason, I'd never in my life thought an Amazing Digital Circus video would do, not bad. I don't want to say bad, because I don't know. It's still got a decent, like, it's really hard to describe, but like, it did significantly lower than every other Amazing Digital Circus video I put out, which was surprising, to say the least. Especially since the Venomized Circus ones I did back in November, I figured like, oh, it's way too late. The hype for this show has passed already, or at least for the pilot has passed. These will never do well. And then they're my most viewed videos. So, I don't know. I guess I had an unrealistic precedent of how Amazing Digital Circus performs. But I was a little shocked by the performance of this week's video. Not to say that I'm ungrateful, but it was a video that I was really proud of, and I think when you really like something, it hurts a little more when it doesn't perform to the standards you've set. If that makes sense. Like the first part of that, I'm like, okay, yeah, this was a really good story. I really love these designs. But like the second part of the story, I'm like, wow, this, I had a lot of fun writing this, and I think the story came out very good. Unfortunately, I don't even want to say it's the YouTube algorithm, because I genuinely don't believe it was the algorithm's fault. Because it was showing it to people. There was just, I guess, something on my end where people did not feel the need to click on it. I don't know. Live and learn. It's not really a big deal. I'm just happy that I get the opportunity to do stuff like this and write silly stories about, well, it wasn't really silly. It was kind of heartfelt. But you get what I'm saying. KyngPin, is that a xenomorph chimera breaking into your house? I believe, yeah, I believe, Ben, you've asked me this before, and I'm pretty sure it all depends on what type of chimera it is that's breaking into my house. Because if it's something big, then we got a problem. But if it's a cute little buddy, he could stay. He'd be cute. Well, it's also xenomorphs. I don't know about that. 24-hour video of you drawing duck scare. Sign me up. Just remember, it's not a live stream of me drawing duck scare. It is 24 hours of pre-recorded video of me sitting at my computer for a day straight and just drawing a duck. How are we doing on time? Oh, we're almost an hour through the stream. So, I can't tell if we're taking longer or shorter than we usually do, but we're good. We'll get done what we get done today. Which one of you was the skin? This one. Yeah, new viewers be like, what is this? And old viewers would be like, yeah, duck scare. Yeah, that's very true. New viewers just like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know why I'm watching this, but I'm intrigued. I can't look away. Holy Jesus, when did we start? We started a little over an hour ago, Ark. I apologize. It was a very last minute thing. Just because I found out tomorrow was Father's Day, and I won't be available for a regular stream. and I didn't really want to go 2 weeks in a row without streaming. So yeah, we're here now. Hi everyone. Yeah, and since it's Saturday, I could actually make the stream guaranteed. Awesome. I'm glad to hear that, Kaden King. I would be... Did you... What is going on? Did I... Oh, I selected... What is... Okay. That got really weird. I thought I was selecting the skin, but it was selecting everything outside of the skin. So I'm like, I don't understand what's happening. Do I? No. I'm going to be honest. I'll try it maybe, but I don't think the glowing arms need to be shaded. Because as far as I can tell, they're not shaded traditionally. In here, there's a little bit of highlights in the middle, but like there's nothing on the edge to indicate shadow on the arms. And I think that's what you were going for, then. Is just, well, yeah, that's not gonna show up because I don't have it selected. But yeah, it's. I think it's really. I think that was your intention to be. To like imply it was glowing and then it wouldn't have shadows but would have some light to it, like that. I really hope I'm doing it justice, because I really like this character design and I really like drawing it. So I hope you end up being happy with the final result. Where's my water? It's Saturday. Man, time flies during the summer. That is very true. But you should definitely enjoy it while it lasts. I mean, particularly, I'm not a summer person. I particularly like the fall and the winter. No, fall and spring. Where at least where I live, the weather's a lot more moderate than it. Like summer and winter where I live, it gets real extreme. Extreme cold in the winters, extreme heat in summers, and I'm just not built for that. So I like the more moderate days of the fall and winter. No, I keep saying winter, fall and spring. Yeah. And also my normal style usually works best with those 2 seasons, so there's that too. Can't really wear a leather jacket in summer around here. You will pass out from heat exhaustion. And that's not fun at all. Didn't want to do this as it feels narcissistic, but because this is the perfect emotion character suggestion. Dino Dude from Nerd Comics. Awesome. Nerd Comics. I don't think you should feel bad at all, Nerd, about suggesting new characters. Me and you still have to find a way onto this list to join everyone else. We got Popcross, Dempsey, and Knight of Arcane, and me and you were just kind of sitting on the sidelines being like, any day now, we'll get up there. So hopefully we can make it on there before we finish this chart, or before the heat death of the universe, whichever comes first. Oh, I still need to do the gold. I just realized. Yeah, I need to do the gold shading on. Yeah, these aren't just like pattern designs. They're actually like 3-dimensional protrusions from the actual thing. So let me just do that here. A little bit of sheen, and then shadow on the other side where the light don't hit. Boom! We got gold. That simple. All right. Let's speed through this chat now. Because I don't want to miss characters, and I know I'm falling way behind on the chat. Anyway, hello, I'm back from some errands. Hello, welcome back, Ven. I don't know if how accurate that is, because I don't know how long it's been. But if you are here, welcome back. I hope you enjoy the way your character's turning out. Nerd, is that a xenomorph hellhound breaking into your house? Good luck with that one, nerd. Adam from Has Been Hotel, character suggestion. Has been. Time for some holy water and an AR-15. Oh, gosh. Lucifer has been. Ooh, Venomized Angelic Demon is so cool. Great job. Yeah, that sounds like a really cool idea. I kind of wish I had a little more time to like do like multiple videos or even multiple streams a week, because doing all of it is fun, but the problem is doing boss level is also fun, and there's just not enough time to do everything. Time is evil. I'm just gonna come out and say it. Time is the enemy. There should really be... Can we, like, petition, like, I don't know, the government or something to make more time in a day? Just be like, yeah, bada bing, bada boom, abracadabra. Days are now 28 hours long. But, like we get 4 extra hours of free time, not, like, 4 extra hours of work time, because that would be bad. Like a normal work day stays the same as it is. Everybody just gets like 4 more hours a day worth of time to do whatever you want. I think people could would get behind that. I think a lot of people would definitely be like, yeah, give me, like, you could use that time to like sleep or work on a passion project or whatever you want. There's no regular, just, well, obviously don't commit crimes, but like, here's 8 extra hours in the day. Do whatever you want as long as it's legal. Right? Like that would be cool. I don't know. I just need a little bit more time to get everything done that I want to. Granted, I do procrastinate a lot and watch YouTube and all that, but that's not my fault. What is my fault is my inability to keep up with the chat. Starting to draw full-blown artworks of the community's OCs for streams. Ooh, that would be cool. I don't know if they're streams, but I know Dempsey has been doing like shorts and stuff. Or has wanted to. I can't remember what the exact thing was. But Dempsey, I know you, if you're here, I saw you before. You've been wanting to do stuff like that with shorts, right? Where like people send in their OCs and you draw them. Because I know also Fantasy Creed does stuff like that. What was it? She does like live streams every 1,000 subs or something, where they draw OCs submitted by subscribers, which is really cool. I got to join in on, not join in, but like catch one of those streams the other week, which was a lot of fun. All right, I think that's about it. I do need to add the wisps, which I'm gonna do now. Let's do it like this. Let's add in a second one of you. Add in this. And then we'll paint them over the line art and then maybe trace over. Because I see there are lines here for it. So we'll try it out after a little bit. It can't possibly take that long to complete 7 weeks later. Not even Chainsaw Hunter, because it hasn't been 7 consecutive weeks. It's been on and off so much. So it's been about, actually, we can just look this up right now. The first stream we did of this was, according to YouTube, that can't be right, was April 14th, 2024. So, about 2 months. It's been about, really? Have we not missed as many weeks as I thought we missed? Interesting. Okay. Well, yeah, then it has been about 7 weeks. I stand corrected. Yeah. Yeah, okay. I want to make sure I get some of these wisp correct. That's not the right color, is it? It wasn't the right color. I accidentally used the line art instead of the actual inner part of it. My bad. Flabbergasted for character suggestion. Great Elder. Great Elder. Keaton King. I should find a way to, I mean, there is the Discord, but for people who aren't in the Discord, I should find a way that, an easy way people can submit references for their OCs, just so that everybody gets a fair chance, even if they're not on the Discord. Cool. Just left the grocery store. Cool. I hope you got all kinds of delicious foods. I've drawn Angelic Demon in a pink suit. Oh, sweet. I'll have to check that out after the stream, Ark. Have we done E2? He says while working on E2. I know. I'm sorry. We got Frayed from Apple Flavors. Love how you did the arms so far. Oh, thank you, Ven. I'm glad you like them. I really like how I did it. I really like how they came out, too. Maybe do a redraw prompt of fusion characters. I was thinking that. I had an idea. I forget which one it was. I don't know if it was one that happened already or one I was planning for the future. But I had an idea to fuse characters. Do a fusion of... Are you not drawing? Oh, you are. You're just so small that it's barely visible. Yeah. Such a small detail that it just doesn't come through. No, I do definitely want to do a fusion type of community recreation soon. It's not going to be the next one. I already know what I'm going to be doing for the next one. The cute character ones. And I'll say I'm really excited about that one. And I believe next week is the deadline, by the way. So if you have any like cute or adorable characters, make sure to get those in soon. And they will be considered for the June recreations. I've seen some so far. And I gotta say, they've been looking really good. Alright, cool. Another one done. Let us convert you to a smart object. And we will call you... Wait, what's the format I use? Okay, E3. How do you spell the name of the character again? What was it? It was like Ferris, right? I just forget the exact spelling. It was like Pharris. That may not be right. I apologize if I spell that wrong, Ven. Feel free to correct me, because I know it's not perfect. Okay. Where were we in the chat? Here we go. I didn't realize you were streaming. How's it going? It is going good, Dempsey. Sorry to finally answer you now. E3 would go between these. Wait. Oh, we did E2. I am losing my mind. I'm like, D3? We didn't do that one yet, but we did. I just don't know how to count. Yep, there we go. Stroke. Perfect. Although I am probably going to move you over like one... Because you and Alistair are touching. There we go. But no, now you're... Okay. You know what? You guys are going to be... Your strokes are going to overlap a little bit. It's okay. It's okay. It's not a problem. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Pull a pop cross and make fusions of existing characters. Like... people redesign pop culture characters, and I fused those two together because I feel like that was a video he did at one point, right? I can't fully remember, but that feels vaguely familiar. And how is everyone? And normally we don't stream today. And Dempsey, I know how you feel. Dempsey, is that a xenomorph Tyrannopede? That sounds like a Pokemon, but I'm not entirely sure. I saw it too. KyngPin started and was like, holy jeez, mine King is streaming. Yeah, sorry, because I just know that, like, it's just... I know it's not the usual day, but tomorrow is a holiday, and I didn't realize that, so... instead of going 2 weeks, I figured I'd make it up to you. And there's also a bonus video coming out sometime next week, hopefully. For those of you just joining, just got to finish it up. They look like crystallized muscle lines. You are correct, KyngPin. Yay! Validation! Famous vehicles as mystical beast. Famous vehicles. Mythical beast. Famous vehicles as Mr. Beast. Danganronpa 1 characters as murder drones. Danganronpa. The spelling's close enough. Also, just in case, if anybody does remember, if after the stream you want to put any ideas you have in the comment section of the stream, so I know you suggested them and I can easily find them, that would be appreciated, but it's not a big deal if you don't. I have most of them written down. It's just if I ever forget one, I can always go back and check without having to watch 3 hours of stream. Oh, come on. Ven wasn't home. Now Dempsey has an anti-Xeno defense system. You gotta up your game, Benjamin. Everyone's preparing now. Bro, have you been working out? Just noticed. Are you... Wait, Apple Flavor, is that a question for me? Because the answer is yes. I try to go to the gym a couple times a week. Just because it's something to do. Like 90% of my day is sitting here. I didn't realize the green screen was peeking out. I apologize. 90% of my day consists of sitting here working at this desk. So some physical activity is always nice. Problem is I go at 5 in the morning and I'm usually very tired at 5 in the morning. And I'm working on a story for the redraw. I was thinking naming the character Kai or Sai. C-A-I. I don't know which way to pronounce that, or Cami. Both are really cool names. I do like Cami a lot. Cami feels like a cute name. Sorry I'm late. I'll BRB. No problem. Awesome. Actually, for this month, awesome Gay Ranger. Glad you can make it. Once again, it was last minute, and I'm just happy that everyone's here. Also, I'm wearing a green shirt, and so I have there's a hole in my chest. You can't see it because it's black on black, but if I go over here. Oh wait, no, you still can't see it. It would still be black on black. Take my word for it. I have a hole in my chest. There we go. I still don't have test and compare. Really, Dempsey? Let me check something real quick. Because I know I got it. I saw vidIQ mention that people were getting it. And I checked and I have it. Which is cool. We'll see how that goes. Come whatever it's called. Come Monday for the new video. But let me check something. Okay, so I have it. KyngPin Creations has the test and compare. Boss Level does not yet. So it hasn't rolled out to all the channels yet. So it's not just, I don't know if you thought this, but it's not just an overseas thing. I can confirm that. V3manized sounds interesting. Yeah, it feels like it would be a really fun idea. How are Boss Level and what are the next games you're thinking? We don't really have games planned, like series planned at the moment. Arc. We're still going through Life is Strange. I'm sorry. I just see at the bottom of the chat, Dempsey goes, "But I want it." Sad face. I'm sorry, Dempsey. If I had contact with YouTube, I would talk to them, but I don't. I'm still not a partner, so I cannot contact them. We're 700 hours away though. So if you all want to binge watch every video on the channel so we can start making money. No, it's I'm kidding. But we are very I will just peek behind the curtains. We are very close to the partner program, at least for this channel, which thank you all so much. That's awesome. Problem is we are so close yet so far, so it's kind of like teasing me. But yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, Boss Level. We're working our way through Life is Strange. We're about halfway done with the game being recorded, and those will be going out for the rest of the month and however long it takes after that. We have a few series, a few more like one-offs here and there that we're excited to do that we've recorded, and we just have to wait for them to go out. That I will admit, like, that's the problem with this channel and Boss Level. It's like there's so much fun to do, but it's not enough, if that makes sense. Like, I want to do more and more and more. Like, I just want to be constantly pumping out videos on this channel, pumping out videos on Boss Level. But time is the enemy. So unfortunately, there's a lot of patience that has to go into this, especially with Boss Level, because a lot of it is pre-recorded. Like today's video that just dropped, that I was really excited for. It meant a lot to me to share this game with my friends and all of you. We recorded this like mid-May, and before that, the game has existed since like April, like early May, early or late April, whatever it was. So I had to wait for the game to come out, then wait for a time segment that we could record it on Boss Level, and then between like mid-May and today, I had to wait for that episode to come out. I'm like, I really want people to see this. I really want people to see this. I really want people to see this, but I have to wait. So that's the only thing about all this. It's just like the patience is torture. Yeah, I need to work my schedule to draw and record on my 24 Artist Pro XP pen. Yeah, I have, what is this? This is like, I think this is a 12. So it's like half the size of what you have, Dempsey. But like, I don't particularly need a bigger one, but you know, I'd feel more professional if I did. Not really. You saying to get an upgrade, and I'm over here with my phone. Lol. And King, are you staying hydrated? Sure am. Well, I had a full bottle of water. It's down to about half at this point. So, gotta make sure I'm staying hydrated. Ultra Despair Girls. Wait, where did... Oh, I lost my list for a second. UDG TADC. I sure hope I remember what that means. It's Ultra Despair Girls as Amazing Girl Circus characters. Sorry for all the Danganronpa suggestions. I can't help. I can stop if it bothers. I just really like the game. Nah, you're a good, Chainsaw Hunter. I love the game too. I will say, I don't know how soon this is going to happen. Probably not. But we want to play Danganronpa on boss level. That's all I'm going to say. It's because you're getting known the YouTube audience. It's because you're getting known the YouTube audience says no, not allowed. Chainsaw Hunter, Danganronpa is so cool, so I don't blame you. Agreed. What's up? Hey, Footprint Art, how's it going? Glad you can join the stream. I believe you're new, if I'm not mistaken. If you are, welcome. If you're not, I apologize for that, and welcome. Or welcome back, I should say. I was thinking of making more Angelic Demons, and I love the Ven version. I would love to see your version too. Version of Angelic Demon or the Venomized Angelic Demon? Sorry, I miss a lot of context, and I apologize. Let me just scroll through, because we are just chatting right now. I want to make sure I'm not mixing any characters. Character! Told ya. Awesome. JJ Ranger. I might make this next one a fully... Well, let's see what other characters are suggested. Wait. I want to make sure I'm not missing any characters. It looks... Okay, it looks like I'm good. Awesome JJ Ranger. I see Dr. Plague. Oh, I'm sorry. Professor Marcus Plague. There we go. We could, Dempsey, if you want, we could hop on Discord. I know I'm here for a limited time. Like I have a hard deadline on when I need to leave, so which is slowly approaching. So if you want, we could. If you're not busy, if you want, yeah. Sorry. All right. Wait. Nope, that was a video suggestion. I'll come back to that. Just want to make sure. And I see people quoting you and Alistair are touching. I'm sorry, that was a poor choice of words. All right, just trying to make sure I'm not missing. Yeah, I think that's all the characters. Character suggestion, Dino Dude. Yep, have that one. All right. I think that's all of them. Okay, cool. All right, we're finally moving on to the next emotion. Which one was it? C3. C3. I guess that's, what would you call that? Menacing? I'll call it evil smile. Character. Dino Dude. We've stopped putting the franchises they're from, right? Come on. YouTube, why do you limit me to 4 options per poll? That seems very unfair. See, here's the problem. I don't know if I'll ever end up on this chart because it feels wrong to take a spot away from somebody else. Like, I know somebody suggested Professor Marcus Plague, but it feels weird to put my own character in one of the very limited space polls. if that makes sense. Like, I have 4 spots, but like, I'm going to sneak my character in there in hopes it gets, I don't know. It's a mental thing. But at the same time, I don't want to ignore people's suggestions. We'll throw in one pop culture character. And all right. All right, poll is going out. We are starting a 6-minute timer that I will 100% promptly forget about. That is a promise, but it's still going to be funny. Here we go. Start the vote as I keep up with the chat. Poll, go away. I need to see the chat. Just slowly go. Thank you. It's always getting in the way of the poll. You know, it's blocking half the chat. I'm trying to read what everyone's got to say here. All right, I see ducks and fire. I can only assume what that means. All right, where did we leave off? No test compare. YouTube audience says no. Danganronpa's cool. I was thinking making more angelic demons. Yes, okay, we got that one. I get it. When you do something you really like, but it's not as liked by the audience, it can really be demotivating and discouraging. Yeah, that's also part of the reason why I wish I could do 2 videos a week, like Popcross. Because it's like, we could do one video that's just like guaranteed or has a better chance of like getting picked up, and then a second one that's like more original that might be a little less little slower to pick up momentum. Like, I want to start redesigning some of my OCs, but I know it's not going to get picked up as much as something pop culture, so I'm like, maybe we can just do those separately, like little bonus videos where like we have a whole series, like every video I design a new old character. That's how words work. But I'm entirely grateful that this is something I get to do, and despite the fact that I want to do more, I've been given the time to do this on a weekly basis. I personally really like that video. Oh, thank you, Chainsaw Hunter. I will say it was a lot of fun to do. I do think the art came out better in the first part, but the story, I really like how it concluded in the second part. I'm editing my video for this eve, hoping to finish editing in an hour-ish, just over. Oh, cool. I can't wait to see it, Dempsey. I know. Am I? I know I'm a little behind on... I'm pretty sure I'm behind on everyone's videos. I know I just watched Nerds today with turning Indigo Park characters into mechs. I think I'm like 2 behind on Prop Cross, and maybe 1 on you, Dempsey. I'm sorry. And Night, I think I am caught up on. I forget. The problem is I want to give my full attention to all the videos. So like when I'm drawing, and like I like to watch Game Grumps, but when I'm drawing, I'll put Game Grumps on in the background and just kind of listen to them while I work. With all the art ones, I want to give my full attention to these things. I want to be physically watching the drawings and listening to the stories. So I have to try and find time in my day to sit down, not do anything else, and just watch it. So I need to go on a little bit of a marathon soon. Because I know for a fact Popcross, at least Popcross, if not the rest of us, are just going to be constantly pumping out videos on a regular basis. I'm like, I can't keep up! But either way, I'm very excited to see what you got for later tonight, Dempsey. Apple flavors, that is Xenomorph. I don't even know how to pronounce that one. Yeah, Duck Scare. It's already been an hour since the stream started. Apparently, actually, almost 2 at this point. We started 12:45, so we're about 15 minutes away from 2 hours of the stream. Oops. Within the topic of chimeras, I have very violent urges to make a 3rd chimera OC. It isn't the typical lion, dragon, goat hybrid, but more of a dragon centaur thing. That sounds really cool. Now that I have Zolphelius, my last recreation sub, and a potential D&D character named Welt. Ah, cool. Man, you all are so creative. Like, you all have such great ideas. Van, is he doing justice of your host, lol? Video suggestion. What if all tomorrow's post-human species were in cyberpunk? Why does that sound familiar? All tomorrows. Where is that from? I feel like I just recently heard that name. What is it? I can't remember. Then if you want to make a Chimera OC, then I'll make a Chimera OC. If you guys keep talking about chimeras, you're going to give me another recreations topic to do. Now I want to play D&D, and I love spring and fall. Yeah, I just like the moderate temperatures. Hate summer. Summer is not fun. Summer is when the bugs come out. That's not cool. Bugs aren't cool. We got the hornets. They're not cool. The wasp. They're not cool. The houseflies. They're not cool. I don't like them. Stay away. Stay out of my house. Stay out of my work area. Please. You scare me. I love cold weathers in general. I enjoy cold. I can tolerate cold more than heat because cold you can bundle up and have more protection against. If you're hot, there's only so much you can do to protect against that. I hate being warm because I prefer the cold. Yeah. Come on! It's not even a bit. I'm not doing it to be funny. It happens every time. This isn't fair. It's not fair. Oh my gosh. Character suggestions. Don't worry, KyngPin will keep spamming Plague. Thank you. I don't like warmer temperatures and mosquitoes. Oh, I forgot to mention mosquitoes. Yeah, those are the worst. Do you want to do voice acting? Sure. Sure, I'll do voice acting. Just give me a minute to recover, Ark. Every time. The only good thing about summer are fruits like watermelon and cherries and summer vacation. That I can agree with. Watermelon is amazing. KyngPin, if you start another one after this, it'll be fun to have one that was all OCs. That I agree with. Doing all OCs would be cool. How many of Popcross, Dempsey, Knight, Nerd, me? That would be another cool one. Maybe not a stream, but like if we took one and like once per row. So like row 1 is Popcross, row 2 is Dempsey, row 3 is Nerd, row 4 is Knight, row 5 is KyngPin. That'd be cool. But I don't know if I want to put you all through another 23-week stream of that. Though it would be fun. It'd be fun to do all this with just original characters of the 5 of us. Problem is, I don't have 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't have 6 original characters to draw. Now I want to make an evil villain who controls time. So when you say time is evil, I can envision that character. Oh my gosh. Awesome, Gay Ranger. Go for it. That's awesome. Petition to make some of these emojis on the Discord. That'd be fun. I have to make emojis for the Discord because I know I can do that. I just don't know. I just haven't had a chance to look up how to do it. I know like Apple Flavors told me, and I lost what it was. I need to stop procrastinating so much. I literally got done 2 projects yesterday. One at 1 a.m. and one at 6 a.m. That's actually not bad. Like I have these. What is it called? Nope, I've lost it. I'll be right back. I gotta grab something. Ow. 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 I've been sitting on my leg this entire time and I just got up. Oh, also, see, wait, over here. Hole in my chest. Okay, that's... I apologize, everyone. I hope you didn't come I don't hope you don't come to this stream for organized drawing, because that's not what you're gonna get. It's all about chaos here. Very. All right. Ah, it was an O. It wasn't an I. It was. I'm pretty sure it was an O. Well, that's a 0. There we go. That might be how it's spelled. Once again, I apologize if I spelled this wrong. I forget how the name was spelled. Willy Wonka as Spider-Man. Very interesting. Willy Wonka Spider. It's not gonna work, but what would be so funny would be a Willy, like, if I did Willy Wonka as Spider-Man, it'd probably be like with the Oompa Loompas or something. But if I did Willy Wonka as Spider-Man, it'd be really funny if it was like, oh, here's I'm forgetting his name. What's the actor's name? Oh, what is the actor's name? Not Gerard Way. Gerard Way is not Willy Wonka. Gene Wilder. Gene Wilder. That was it. It would be like Gene Wilder as Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. Johnny Depp as Andrew Garfield. And Timothy Chalamet as Tom Holland's Spider-Man. Like, that would be funny. But I don't know if I could, like, story-wise make a good video on that. Well, I have now unintentionally convinced Popcross to do a Multiverse Tale variant community redraw. I would love if he did that. That would be so cool. You and Alistair. Yep, there we go. So we've reached that point in the stream. I've never noticed that King didn't have a torso. Yeah, I put on a green shirt before I knew I was streaming today, so I got a hole in my chest. I want to draw a buff KyngPin now. Oh, no. All right. Real quick, I'm Dempsey, if you're around and you want to hop in a Discord, there's about an hour left of the stream before I have to go because I need to be somewhere around 4-ish, 4:15-ish. So yeah. I'll just start a call if you want to jump in. I have no idea if, it's going to be picked up by the stream because we always... Also, I should probably end the poll at some point. It's been way more than 6 minutes. But our winner is... I think it was Dino
We'll soon find out.
Hello, Dempsey. Wait. Try again. Oh, am I not coming through? I don't think I'm coming through the Discord.
Can you hear me?
Wait.
I can hear you. No, you're not coming through on the call. You're not coming through on the call, but I think I'm coming through onto the call.
Yep. It's always nothing ever. Hello?
Yes, I can hear you now.
There we go. For some reason, everything just doesn't want to keep the settings. Also, can everybody in the chat hear Dempsey?
Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. I'm sure you can.
Yeah, I think so. I'm seeing audio spikes, so I think you're good. But for some reason, none of my technology wants to maintain the settings that I set up. So like I always have to manually go in and say, use this mic. Whatever.
That's a bit of fun.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. And he gets duck scared.
Nice. I'm trying to get a demonic voice going. It's not easy.
Demonic is hard. Honestly,
it's just that echoey effect on it I'm trying to get. If I can get that, it's fine. But it's
yeah, like you mean like in terms of more like what is it called? Like editing stuff. Like post processing.
Yeah, that's what I'm working on at the moment. So it's like, at the same time, it's like, how do I do this again?
What I've done, I think in the past when I needed to do it, is I think it was a combination of like pitch shifting down a little bit and then adding reverb to it.
Yeah, I've managed to get I think I've managed to get the pitch going. I just need to get a bit of an echo. I've got it kind of like doing a double voice thing. It's hard to explain. You know what I mean? It's like the normal voice, but with also something else in the voice.
Right, exactly.
But yeah.
All right. So, the winner was Dino Dude, right? Yeah. Yes. All right. So, I now remain the only one out of the 5 of us who is not on this chart.
Yeah, but that means you can wait till the very last like emotion or pick an emotion and just say that's my one. This is my character I'm doing on it.
Oh, that'd be cool. Actually, I have the idea now. Like I wait. I don't know if this will happen because I'll probably design them beforehand. But like, very last emotion, and like that last emotion is the duck scare design, and that's how I reveal it.
That would be quite funny.
It would, but the problem is I don't know how long this is gonna take. So like, I'll probably have it done way before that.
Yeah. Also, Ben, no xenomorphs can get near my house, remember? I've got the anti-xenomorph stuff. A xenomorph Slender Man won't be able to get in. Nexon's foolproofed it.
Does that work? How much did that defense system cost you?
Well, you see, I'm forever now paying his tax bill.
Ah, that'll do it.
And he's a bit shadier than Benny Sharp on the tax bill. So, yeah, it was either that or, you know, he'll take an arm, a leg, a kidney, and a lung. And I really wanted to keep mine.
Yeah, understandably. Is that Dempsey talking? Yes, Matthew. Dempsey, me and Dempsey are on Discord right now. Just chatting a little bit, trying to hopefully keep up with the chat.
Yeah, I'm having a look at it in between my bits as well.
Yeah.
Character suggestion, no character suggestion. Oh. Hen de Boubette by Slimer My Singing Monsters.
Interesting.
Or MSM. I'm assuming it's My Singing Monsters. I've got no idea. MSM to me is My Singing Monsters.
Yeah, that my brain defaults to that too. I'm pretty sure it is. I know Awesome JJ Ranger or Awesome Gay Ranger for this month does suggest a lot of My Singing Monsters, so
Yeah, I was going to do more episodes on that, but I've had other priorities like today's video, which is going to be quite interesting if I get it working the way I want it to.
Yeah, I can't wait to see.
Yeah, it's I've put a teaser out, and everybody, because it's got 4 eyes and red skin around the face, thinks it's Ben 10 something, and I knew they'd all think it, and they're all wrong. Not saying what it is, but they're all wrong. It's nothing to do with Ben 10.
Yeah.
But it's just great watching them do it. It's like, yeah.
Yeah, I did that this week for Monday's video. When I put out the teaser Monday morning, I'm like, hey, we got a cool video coming out. And like 3 separate people guessed the same topic. I'm like, it's not that. You're all going to be so disappointed. I'm sorry.
No, I quite like it because it's going to have the shock factor. They're going to click on it for one thing and go, what? And it's something like, well, I told you in the teaser in my post. None of you are going to guess it, but, you know, enjoy.
Yeah.
Awesome Gay Ranger says, red skin, 4 eyes. Crap, that's a very loose description. Yeah, but because the eyes are like almost on top of each other and they're yellow, it looks like it's forearms from Ben 10. So everyone's like, it's got to be Ben 10 as this or Ben 10 with this and Ben 10 with that. It's like, nope.
Actually, I think my first one that I went to was Trigon from Teen Titans.
Oh, that could have been. Yeah, it's not that either.
Ah, dang it.
Which is great because it's like no one's getting it. No one's guessing it. I'm like, yes, I'm doing good on this one.
Yeah, surprising. Like promoting the video but keeping it a surprise all really depends on how close you zoom into the final result.
they still wouldn't get it even if it was zoomed out. It's zoomed out a little bit more. They'll be like, "What?" It's like, no, you'll never guess what my video is. You'll never guess what's happening in it because I've done something I haven't done in a long time on this video, and that's the only teaser I'm doing until it drops.
Oh, nice.
Gaiden King, my first thought for Dempsey's video was something Lilo and Stitch for some reason.
Ooh, that'd be cool. I don't know what it is, but for some reason, this is I feel like this is starting to look like me a little bit, just from the sketch. I don't know what it is. Does anyone else see a resemblance between this and me?
A little bit. Not sure about the glasses, but yeah.
I don't like. I have glasses and they are more on the square side, so it's maybe that. Because once I make them sunglasses, I'm sure it'll lose. There we go. Perfect. It no longer looks like me. This character is infinitely cooler than me. Honestly, it does remind me of myself. Interesting. You too, apple flavors, huh? I know there are some parts of the hair that I haven't drawn yet, so that'll probably minimize the resemblance to me.
Oh, I'm having fun editing this. What's the most amount of characters you've ever put in a video? Here's a question for you.
Like how many drawing?
Like voices that you...
Oh, voices.
Like, no, voices, you know, like audio. So the characters that are talking. What's the most you've done so far?
It would probably have to be... It's definitely one of the Amazing Digital Circus videos, because that's where the most voice acting. I think Amazing Digital Circus 2 might have the most. Or Amazing Venomized Circus 2. I don't know, actually. It's either Amazing Venomized Circus 2 or Amazing Cyberpunk Circus 2. Because I tried to fit in as many characters as I can. I know the Venomized Circus had Zubul as a voice, which Cyberpunk did not. But Cyberpunk also had Fudge, the Princess Lou, Kane, Pomni, Ragatha, Gummy, Jax, and maybe one more. So that it might be this week's video that it's had the most voices overall. What about you? Which one is it this one for you?
Well, this one's got 5 in it.
Ah, nice.
But the most I've had is about 8 to 9 characters in a video.
Wow.
Yeah, my narrators and stuff, it was like insane. But at the same time, I'm like, yeah, that's a lot of characters. I still remember editing it and having a screenshot somewhere of the edit file of like eight lines going up and down. It took me a good 6 hours just to edit the audio. I was like, yep.
Wow. So did you do them like? Did you just switch between them on the fly, or did you do all of one character first?
No, so I switch between them on the fly. So it'll be like I'll be reading the script and it'll be like Aaron Fold goes something like, "Next some lad, is that wee beastie we can slay over there?" I don't know, Aaron Fold. You've had a lot of beast slaying lately, and the Department of Multiversal Matters wants us to tone it down a little bit. Why are you slaying beasts? So I just swap between them from the script I type up.
Oh,
which
nice.
I'm getting a lot better at doing them now, but at the same time, it's like when I add a new character or a voice I haven't done in a while, it's like,
yeah.
It's the best way to describe it. It's like, But yeah, I plan to do maybe a live stream at some point with one of the narrators just doing the live stream.
That would be awesome.
I did it 1 year of Nexum taking over the stream. I need to do another one or something at some point.
Yeah, that'd be really cool. Because I don't think I was around. Like, I think you did it before I found your channel, so I don't think I was part of that live stream. But I would love to, like, have to experience that.
Yeah, I even jury rigged through OBS a little Nexum that like he blinked and his mouth moved while I was talking in
Oh,
his voice.
really?
So I at one point you got the camera of me doing something, but as I'm talking, I tried to have the camera at a bit of an angle so you couldn't quite see my full lips for it. So as
Right.
I'm down drawing and looking at the screen and drawing, speaking is next talking, and at one point I'm sure I say something like, "Yeah, he doesn't know what's going on. Nexum here is just taking over the stream. He thinks he's challenging you all, but he doesn't know. You can't hear a word he's saying." And stuff like that. I was just having a complete laugh on the stream doing it.
Oh, that's
So
incredible.
I did lose the rigging system I set up. It won't take long to redo in OBS, but I want to if I do it again, I want to kind of like redraw the character,
Right.
make it a bit more, break him up a bit more to spend more time on it than the quick version I did. Because a lot of the things I do, I just do them really quickly and then go, ta-da,
Right.
this will pass, let's go. Ben says, Demps and KyngPin, permission to draw silly interactions between my OCs and yours. Yeah, go for it. For mine, not a problem. Just go for it. Just, put them in the Discord so I can see them later.
Yeah, 100%. Go for whatever you want.
Dempsey, UWU just killed me. Wait, did I? What? I don't get it. It wasn't Gay Ranger. Did my voice acting kill you, or yeah?
Dempsey, Wempsey, ooh.
But no, I'm getting a bit more. What have you done?
No, so
you...
I've seen Ark's. I just made a connection. Ark has been typing like voice acting things that I've unfortunately missed. But
hang on.
they've been abbreviating the character names. So like, Angelic Demon is Ad, and then
Mr. Bright. Yeah,
is MRB, and I'm like,
MRB.
I'm like, am I getting ads on the live stream? I didn't think that was possible.
Yeah, Ad squeaks. What was it? MRB. He sounds like a dog toy. Squeaks.
Oh gosh, can I know I have a rough estimate of what my Angelic Demon voice was. It was a bit more, was airy and more refined. I don't know if I can squeak in a voice like this.
How do you do a voice like that?
What's up?
How do you do a voice like that? Like get your voice into that tone? Because one of the things I struggle with is changing the tone of my voice to when I do characters that's supposed to be softer. It goes more croakier.
I don't really know. I'm still learning about like different types of voices and like ranges and stuff. But I mean, just from hearing myself kind of talking right now, I feel like I have a naturally airier voice. So it might be some of that, but I really just like, this is. Sorry, I'm trying to get into it to give you pointers.
I know. I kind of do the same. If I got to do like Demonica's voice, I always start it off with Nexum, darling.
Yeah.
So I get into the voice to do the tone. I say one of the phrases for the character to do it. But I'm also like, yeah, it sounds really weird when you're doing it and you're recording it and someone walks in and all you're doing is talking to yourself going, Nexum, darling. They're like, what?
Exactly. But for airier voices, I'm trying to see if I take in more air or let out more air. Because I know one of the things is like I just kind of extend whatever I'm saying. So just really like taking each word slower and like dragging off sentences a little more. And kind of like, it's hard to explain, but it's like taking in more air through your mouth when you're speaking.
Yeah, I kind of get what you mean. At the same time, it's not easy to do, even if you know what you mean.
Yeah. There are some voices where I'm like, I kind of understand what's going on here, but to replicate it is something all on its own.
Yeah, I've had the case where I've heard a voice like, for example, Pop Cross's Irish accent, which is different to my Conor Farley's accent, which is really nice to have him have a slightly different Irish dialect for it. But then when I was going to do the voice of this character yesterday and I was planning out, I was defaulting to how he was doing his female character. And I'm like, no, that's not right. No, I can't use that same type of voice and that. It just naturally turned to it when I was just thinking about the comparisons between the two Irish voices. And it's like, no, I can't have a character with the same type of voice as that. Like,
Yeah.
Shara-la-la-la-la type of soft voice instead of like Connor's.
Yeah.
Now.
That's exactly what happened with Plague, Professor Plague. It wasn't meant to be that kind of voice. And then after I uploaded the first episode, I'm like, oh, that is just Benny Sharp. Oopsies.
Yeah, ready, steady. There we go.
And since I saw that video, here's a video suggestion. What if TADC characters were in Danganronpa? That would be interesting. TADC Dang. I think I mentioned this when I was doing when I was drawing What's Her Face. Not Kiriko.
What's Her Face? There we go.
Yeah,
that's it.
Kamaru.
What's Her Face?
Like I really like the Danganronpa style and would love to try to recreate it, like do a video specifically in that style. But no, that would be really hard. I do want to try other videos where I try to recreate certain art styles.
Yeah, I've thought about doing stuff like that, like case studies and stuff. But I've also thought of other series things that you can do, like similar to like what Popcross has done, where he redesigns stuff, but you redesign, in our style, we redesign stuff.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. I'm trying not to give away what my series idea is openly because I haven't fully decided on it, and I don't want to give any like, oh yeah, I've mentioned this, and everyone's like, you've got to do it. It's like, yeah, I'm still in the planning stage for this one.
Yeah.
It's not happening just yet.
That I'd like to keep things secret, but I have a problem with doing that. Like I ramble too much, so like I talked about early on the stream, like I want to do a redesigning old OCs thing, but those would be bonus videos that I would need the time for, which time for doesn't exist at the moment.
Yeah, I know time's a construct just from humans, but we certainly tied ourselves in a knot with it, didn't we?
Yeah. I think the hair needs to be a little more overhanging the face. It's a little too short.
Ben says, did Nexon think about Tyranids? No, that's what Ehrenfall Baines was for. He's the security guard patrolling around the house now. I will stop all your attempts to break into my house, Ben. Not a problem with my narrators. I'm sure between all my narrators, I've got a way to stop you, no matter what you think of.
Does this mean Dempsey J Illustrations is canonically part of the universe?
Dempsey J Illustrations is canonically Ben proof.
Nerd sent me several angles of the character, so I'm just flipping through them just to make sure I get all the details right.
Nice. I've got to say, that's one thing I've not done for any of my narrators or my characters is any form of character sheet with the like side by side and stuff. I've just drawn them how I see them, and I'm like, I know how they look in my head, but that's about it.
Yeah. Character sheets could be useful.
Yeah, would be super useful, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
But that also takes time to do.
That is true. Because, like, I mean, so far I have one. I've mentioned this ad nauseum. I only have one character design, Professor Marcus Plague, and his design is mostly front facing. Like, there's not too much dynamic stuff going on with his pose, so his design is pretty like you get what you see. But I don't know if that's that's going to stay the case for all of them. And so if there's one that's more dynamic and some of the character or the anatomy is blocked, well, I'm going to need a reference for what that looks like.
Yes, that would be very helpful. Mine's just make it up as I go along. Literally, as long as the head looks about right, the body, whatever they're wearing outfit wise, will just fit whatever mood they're in and get away with it that way.
That's true.
A question for you.
Yes.
Have you got any, because you like doing voice acting, that are there any accents you would really love to design a character for your channel using? So, you know, is there a particular accent you think that you would love to do?
I don't know about like specific accents. There are characters or voices that I've come up with just from recording boss level where we voice act the games. There are several characters that are a lot of fun to voice that I want to make into characters for this channel solely for the purpose of doing that voice more.
Cool.
Yeah. But like actual accents, it's a hard one. Maybe I know like I don't know. I don't have an answer off the top of my head, but it would be like because I did something today that required more of a Scottish accent. And it wasn't great. So like something like that I'd like to learn more about. Really just like learning more intricacies of any accent is where I'm at the moment.
Cool. I have another question as well. I'm going to shoot you some questions because I find it'll make it a bit more interactive. Are there any names of your characters you come up with that have any significant reference or relation to something about you or a piece of information that you know from real life?
How do you like what?
Okay, I'll give you the example then. So my SCP narrator's name actually has a reference to my surname from actual history.
Oh.
So his name is actually, so I'll give a bit of lore here. So the name Dempsey comes from Ireland, and it goes back to the year 144 AD with the son of the King of Caffre of Ireland, which was Conor O'Farley. And my SCP narrator is Conor O'Farley. So I used the reason I got the name is I had the name in my head, and when I was trying to do an Irish accent, was Conor O'Farley was the only way I could do anything Irish close to it for years. So the narrator being Conor O'Farley is actually the name relates back to my ancestry if I've tracked it back right. So it's kind of like I've got a character name that's based on something in real life going into it. So have you ever, like when you've come up with character names, there, I mean, any influence from anything, or is it just been, nope, this is mine, I've just decided that?
So far it's been more on the I've just decided that part, because I'll be honest, that never crossed my mind. That's really cool. There are some that are just like, well, not some, just like one for now. That was just like, I forgot what it was. Oh, it's just like a joke name, Ivan a Clue, which literally translates to I haven't a clue.
I caught that. That was quite cool. That's made me chuckle.
Yeah. So that's more how I name characters. Like if I can put like a meaning to like their job or personality in their name, or just like make it some kind of joke.
Cool. I mean, most of my other characters are literally just made up from name generators or things that sounded right. So like,
right.
I like the name Darkstorm. So I was trying to think of a Darkstorm as a character, and I didn't think the first name Darkstorm sounded right. And then at the end, when I created Demonica, it's like Demonica Darkstorm. It's like that had a nice ring to it. I used that, and it's like
definitely.
It's like Dinoclaw. It's like dinosaur. I was thinking dinosaur. He does dinosaur, so Dinoclaw would be quite cool. But what can I call his first name? Dino, but I won't spell it like Dino, like Flintstones, Dino. I'll spell it Deano, but it's Dino Claw. It's got that double meaning
Yeah.
type thing. But yeah, I think the Connor Farley one's the only one that's really stuck for me for, just because of the fact that it had some significance. It's the only one that actually has any relevance.
Yeah, that one's really cool.
Although,
I didn't know that.
he's also, one of the only ones that has no screen time, or he has a very like screen time every now and again, and then does none for ages until I do an SCP episode. He's like gets brought in once in a blue moon and then kicked out.
Yeah, my characters need to make better appearances. Let's see what's going on in the chat. Dempsey,
Yes.
you have your narrators in your basement and only letting them out to get rid of Benzinos.
Yeah, that's because they don't want me to what's it? They do basically. I'll do it these way because I'm getting tongue tied. That's because they don't want me to kill them off in the stories. Because once I kill them off in the stories, they disappear from all existence, and then they can't do their things.
Oh wow!
Oh, nice try, Ben. Nice try. I'm not confirming it, but so Dempsey, when are you going to make Angelica Lightstorm canon? This is the Demonica's angelic twin sister that everyone came up with in my live stream.
I remember that.
Separated at birth, and it's like I remember saying, yeah, you or who was it who made it up with you? Was it Ven who made it up with you? Maybe. Basically, you had to have a comment of that with 50 likes, and if you do, then I'll make it canonical, and I'll actually add it to the story. To which point, I haven't had any of that yet, so yeah, I might be lucky at the moment. 5 minutes later, no.
KyngPin, maybe do a spin-off of your voice actor fusions like live action Johnny Depp. Ooh. So Johnny Depp would be a good one. The reason I'm a little hesitant about the live action one is because any live action character you choose is going to look like the actor they're based off of. So if I did Chris Hemsworth, let's say Thor, Men in Black, and Mad Max, because I don't really know what Chris Hemsworth is in. They're all going to share similarities, at least in facial structure, to Chris Hemsworth. And so there's not much you can do with the fusion in that regard. Obviously, Mad Max and whatever the other two things I just said were, Thor and Men in Black, have enough difference in costume design where you can fuse that part of it. But like Johnny Depp as a whole would be a perfect one for a live action fusion because he looks different in every movie he's in.
He's got the same structure in it, but he blends into all these roles so well that when you take a random free of any movies that of different genres that he's done, the characters look completely different. I mean, you've got Edward Scissorhands, Pirates of the Caribbean, and
Willy Wonka.
Fantastical Beasts or Willy Wonka.
Oh, right. He's in Fantastical Beast.
Yeah, he's got blonde hair in that, and you don't know it's him until you get to scene where he's up close and he does that almost like Jack Sparrow piercing eye looking down at somebody with the blue flames around that you think, oh my God, that's Johnny Depp. Yeah. Even if you knew it was Johnny Depp before, and you don't recognize him until certain mannerisms he does or looks, and you're like, oh my God. And you see some of the older ones as well that he's been in, because he's been in tons of stuff.
Yeah.
And you're like, I never thought that was Johnny Depp. You watch it and you just don't get it because he just goes into the part and you think, oh my God, and that's it. It was Caden King that had the idea for Angelic Livestorm. I do apologize, Caden King. I knew it was somebody else. It was that long ago I couldn't remember, but I remembered at least you guys had to get 50 likes on a comment.
Am I allowed to make a game called Ohio Simulator? I don't see any reason why not, Rayhan. Seems like it could be a fun game because I know there's a lot of games like in that genre. So I personally say if you want to, go for it.
I like Ven's comment. Wouldn't it be kind of funnier if Angelica was not related to Demonica in any way? That's the plot twist. That would be quite funny to see.
Yeah. Like it's suspected that they may or may not be related, but it's never revealed.
Yeah. I do feel though that I have to give more. I feel I've gone one way with the storyline so far. I have to give more to the other side we haven't had many encounters with in the future. Otherwise, I think it's going to lose its interest, if that makes sense.
Right. Okay, yeah.
Like, we've only had Krampus and the Christmas, like, versions of people's OCs that have come in as a team, but they're not guaranteed to be long-lasting, forever characters, if that makes sense. They could easily get bopped off in a battle and that's it. They're all gone. Right. Or something happening. So we've only got really Loki as the main bad guy and Demonica as a double agent.
Okay, yeah, I see.
Hang on. Yeah, and their parents are last name is Eclipse Storm. That's a rather cool name, actually. But kind of wish I'd thought of that.
Yeah. What's the next emotion Dempsey and King? Oh, well, that's not the right color. What's the next emotion? What are we doing in time?
Laughter, because we've been laughing so much.
308. I guess I could spin for the next emotion. No, that's not.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah. I just don't know if I'll be able to start another one with the time.
It could be the starting of the next stream, though, couldn't it? You could have it as your thumbnail picture, drawing on this emotion.
Yeah. So we'll have people vote, or we'll have people suggest, and maybe end the stream on a vote, and then I'll just make a note to start immediately with it. We might not get the sketches this time, but that is A-okay. We still have... Oh, wait, let me pull it up. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 more to go.
Well, that's you sorted for the rest of the year in your live streams.
I think so.
Were you saying earlier that you're like 100 hours or something away?
No, not 100 hours. I'm not that lucky yet. It was about 700 hours from the... Why am I... How long have I been cut off by the Photoshop screen?
You haven't. You're only cut off by the wheel spinner.
Yeah. Oh, that's what it is, right? Okay.
Yeah, you're above the Photoshop screen bit, and under the wheel spinner bit.
Got it. That makes more sense. I'm about... Last I checked, I was like a little less than 700 hours away. Oh, that didn't work at all. From the 4,000 required hours. So, but it's also been more than a year now. So, it is now time to
dropping a bit.
It's now time to fight the clock.
Okay. Do you know where your cutoff point is? Like what date roughly from where you had your biggest influx of watch time? You'll have like a massive spike, because mine was like the 19th of May a couple years back. Podcast did a shout out and my watch time just spiked through the roof. So if I look at the chart, it's like, yeah, I can pinpoint that's a shout out, that's a shout out, that's a shout out. So that's where I've had like the little boost of it, or I've had the biggest bit when I was trying to get my watch time.
I think the first really big one, and this was like a really slow growth video, so it probably wouldn't be oh, you can see that. You just saw the back end of YouTube. I apologize for that.
That's okay. You just showed our channels off. That's fine. Yeah. Or the back end of YouTube.
The biggest video is obviously Amazing Venomized Circus 2, but it was really a gradual increase in hours. Like that's 500 hours as of today. Also, yes, Ben, characters for A5. And I'm also going to be using some of the ones that were suggested before we spun the wheel. But Amazing Venomized Circus Part 2 has 500 hours of watch time as of today. But that wasn't like a day's worth. That was like That was from it was published on the 27th of November to like June. It started plateauing around June 25th. So like I'll slowly be losing hours from then, which is better
Yeah.
since it's not going to be a complete cutoff. But
Yeah,
once
mine was a
November
big
rolls
drop.
around, that's when I start worrying a lot.
Yeah, mine was a big drop. If I hadn't done anything with it, it would have been I would have potentially lost 200 odd hours straight off the bat.
Oh wow.
It was like a big drop. It was like, damn, I had to get it done. And I thankfully, because I did 2 live streams, I did 1 to 2 live streams a week just to bulk it up. And then I also had the normal videos that I was doing,
Oh wow.
or 2 videos and a live stream. I can't remember what I was doing back then. It might have been a live stream on the Monday and then a video on the Friday. And then I might have done an extra live stream in the week, potentially. I managed to just about do it, but I had a spreadsheet to keep an eye on it. Like at the end, you've got that screen that says how many you've got now. Now
Right.
it shows in your analytics, but not on your, in a certain part of your analytics to show those hours on the video. But back when I did it, you had to keep a track in a spreadsheet, otherwise you had no hope.
Right. Yeah, cause like, I mean, the live streams are fun. I enjoy doing them. Unfortunately, things have gotten in the way where I'm like, oh, I gotta cancel this week and this week and this week. So that's why I'm doing one today. But also, like, I don't know. I've mentioned this before. Like, it's just fun to do, and I wish it didn't take so long so I can do more.
Oh, I know that feeling. I got so many things planned, like, oh, I got all these things I want to do. I want to do all these. I want to do these. And I'm like, but when am I going to get time to do all of this?
Yeah.
Especially with having to do like the video content and the stories to make sure I'm up with them, because it works out that sometimes you're a little bit behind on them.
Yeah. And I've noticed for some reason, I don't know what it is, but drawings are taking me longer to do now. Like they used to be like 3-4 hours. Now they're closer to 4 and 5. And I don't know if it's because I'm slower working or putting more detail into them.
Yeah, I think mine's similar. I can still knock them out quite easily, but I think I'm putting more detail into them. So it's like, yeah, that's taking a bit longer. And that's why it's taking longer. And it's like, it never took me this long. And then when I look at it, it's like, oh, that's because I spent 4 hours instead of 2.5. That's
Yeah.
why.
All right. We got Liam. Please.
I'll catch you later, Sea Chainsaw Hunter.
Thank you for joining the stream.
Yeah, I literally just.
Not quite sure how to pronounce it. From 1. For 5.
There's Casey Clark's is Ben Neal's suggestion.
Nice.
I only know because they apparently typed it and didn't show up, and they've typed it again.
Gotcha. Great Elder from Kid and King.
Oh, see you later, Apple Flavors.
Thank you for joining, Apple Flavors. Hope you have a good day and or night, depending on what time it is for you.
A good whatever you got.
Yeah. MC, whatever happened to the pink suit wearing character you redrew, or that villain school?
Oh, you mean glow stick? Well, you see, they're at school still. Uh-oh, his my internet died. As KyngPin's internet died. Hello?
Wait, what? No,
No, it's my stream's gone slow. I didn't know what's going on.
Yeah, I can see
my thing went
OBS.
really weird.
OBS is flipping between red and yellow squares. This is not good.
Have you got low power on your thing? You know, is it everything on like full power on your computer and stuff? Because when your power goes down, my OBS does that.
Oh, I think I'm good.
When my battery's about to die, it's like, uh-oh.
I mean, it's plugged into a wall, so it shouldn't be, but I think it's an internet issue.
Everybody in the family's jumped on the internet. That's the problem.
I think so. Apologies, everyone seem to be having some connection issues. It's on the... Oh no. Why
I mean, the
are you doing-
Discord call's fine, but
Yeah, the
YouTube,
Discord's not
YouTube,
going... And like, I can't tell if the stream is cutting out or if it's just
it's
buffering.
it's really slowly buffering. But the problem is, it'll be fine once the stream ends. But if you end up being further back than where you're, little thing, if you end up being ahead of the stream from what you are, and you look at your stream and it's back a little bit because of buffering or whatever, you have to wait that amount of time before you can end the stream. Otherwise, you'll just cut the stream off. Because I
Oh.
found that with my one that was 20 minutes behind. If I hadn't cut that off at that point, if I hadn't waited the extra 20 minutes for it to catch up, just waffling on and cut off,
Yikes.
I would have lost a load of it. It's like, crud. But I don't know why your stream's going like that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because that's a bit of a...
It's never done that before. It usually just drops and reconnects. But we're back to green. How's the stream doing, everyone? Are we back to actually being hearable? I do apologize. I don't know.
I have to give it a second to catch up, I think. But
I've got it pulled up on my phone on a different Wi-Fi.
when in doubt, yeah, use a different phone. It's fine.
Yeah, KyngPin, my characters are mainly on my Instagram. Awesome. I will take a look at them. Is your Instagram same as your username, Ben? Or is it what you put below the Cyberpunk Crazy Artist? Unless I'm the Cyberpunk Crazy Artist.
You're a crazy artist, but I'm not sure about the Cyberpunk crazy artist.
Yeah, I only did like 2 videos, so I wouldn't call me...
I've done one.
Cyberpunk's cool.
I've only done one.
It's fun to work with, I'll admit that. Alright, we got...
Oh, I'm getting there with this video. Yay! It takes longer to just edit. I keep forgetting it takes longer than my initial plan to edit it.
Yeah.
Because of the number of characters and that.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's okay.
I don't know what it is. I'm like, yeah, I'll bang this out and like, I can bang out this edit in like an hour. And then suddenly it's the end of the day. I'm like, what happened?
Yeah, I've been working on this all day, on and off, pretty much, and mostly yesterday. But I didn't. Work was so busy this week, real work. I didn't have a chance to sort all the bits and bobs I had to sort for it out.
Right.
So it was a case of I was still drawing like the final character this morning.
Oh wow.
Or should I say the last 2 characters this morning, and then editing. So in between doing normal daily life activities that you've got to do.
Exactly.
It's like,
yeah.
wow. But it's getting there. It's quite nice. We've got awesome communities that are like, if your video's behind and you just mention it, they're like, yeah, take your time. It's not a problem.
Yeah. I was thinking about that. Like, I've started this live stream with stuff, and the stupid timer that scares me every time, and what my community is like, hey, you should make that into a character.
Yeah. In fact, my community did make the green screen of Doom into a character on the Discord, and I'm thinking of actually making it an actual character in my stories and stuff going forwards.
Oh, that'd be
which
funny.
would be quite cool. But yeah, maybe take their character and redraw it in one episode. But I need to get the right point of the storyline for that to make sense.
Yeah.
Which is, everyone's got all these amazing suggestions for stuff, and I'm like, yeah, they're amazing, it's awesome, but I can't just add them and drop them in here and there, and then it's like finding a time to get some of these ideas in.
Yeah, exactly. Like, luckily, like I've just started trying to actually plan out where all the narrators' stories are going. So I really want to start pushing those a little more because I know there's been a lot of them, like although it's been like two, all the demon episodes I've done is just like, hey, here's the thing of demons. SCPs, like, here's the thing of SCPs. And I really want to start pushing them so that more starts to happen and like you can start learning more about the characters through their actions rather than just through their monologues.
Yeah, I know where my story's going now, but at the start of it, I didn't know where they went. I just had them all meeting at the start, and that was it. You know, just thought, shall they all meet together? Yes, the community wanted me to, so I've got them meeting together. It's like, okay, and then eventually it's like, shall we make this community member's cat into a villain? Yes, okay, now that's the main villain of the whole story, and then it's branched off from that, and I'm starting to put them into actual things happening that keep key information from the past, but at the same time, I'm like, what did I do for this, and where's the story for that?
Yeah.
It's not fully mapped out, but I know what I want to do with bits of it, so we're getting somewhere with it.
Right.
But yeah, it is quite fun to see where it's going, especially if I don't know what's happening next. You know, it's more of a plot twist for everybody else, including me, until I write it.
Right. Yeah. Why did I? Oh, okay. I see what that is now. I added a little square here, and I'm trying to figure out. I'm like, what is that supposed to be? There we go.
Cool. Then says Dempsey, what would Nexon feel about an ancient porcelain robot? He'd probably wonder what scrapyard reject from ancient times it came out of. That would be his attitude to stuff, because he likes to use the phrase scrap for a lot of it. So it's like, what the scrap, or oh, scrap. It scraps his way of swearing without swearing, or putting across like a oh bleep moment, or what the. It's oh scrap, or what the scrap, or what in the name of all things like mech or scrap related. You know, that's his kind of thing. So he'd probably look at it and go, "What's this scrap?" And then I don't know where it'll go from there. It depends on your character, because I don't know a lot about your character for the interaction.
May I ask KyngPin, do you know about Subnautica and what game do you want to play for boss level? I want to see you guys play Minecraft, FNAF, and Subnautica. I am aware of Subnautica. I watched, I believe it was Jacksepticeye play it years ago, and it looked really cool. It could be fun to play, though I do not like the ocean, so that would end up being a horror game for me. And I don't.
Sorry, I'm laughing because I've got them. I've got both Subnautica games.
No, no, you're good. I don't know when it comes out, but we want to play that new FNAF game, the Into the Pit one. It looks really cool. But before that arc, we do have the first FNAF we played. That was like the first series we ever uploaded. Back in October of last year was the first FNAF, so you could always go back to watch that if you want to.
Yeah, in terms of Subnautica, it's quite cool. I did it. I turned some of the Leviathans and stuff. I venomized them earlier on in the channel, and I turned them into Transformers.
Oh, nice.
From the Subnautica series, which is really cool. But also, it's quite weird because you get scared at the start, and then you're playing it, but you get used to it,
Right.
and then you'll get absorbed into it, and you'll get scared again, because until you learn where certain things spawn and are, and you get the equipment, like the tech updated enough to go to certain areas, oh my god, it's like, yeah, it's fun, but it's also like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
It took me a while to get into it, as in the fact of not being scared to do it, and I don't mind the water and the ocean. So it'd been a horror game for me too. But now that I jump on it every now and again, I'm like, new memory, let's go. Even if I know the cheat codes and I don't use them, it's like, yeah, let's go.
Ah, I see. buttons just are not working for me today.
Uh,
All right. I think
Ben
that's a
says,
more accurate nose.
yeah, to make a villain for your narrators to fight other than Loki. Yeah, Ben, they'd have to have a whole team of them. Um, but I don't know. I don't know. Or should I make villains that can specifically counter my narrators, or do I make villains that are just? It doesn't matter about my narrative skill sets; they're just difficult to deal with in general.
I mean, maybe I wouldn't. Maybe like not a counter, not a specific counter for every one of them, but like that could be just like one character concept.
Potentially. I mean, I do know we have a double agent, so we already have a little bit of a handicap going.
Right.
It's been publicly known that Demonica is a double agent for Loki, which makes sense, her being a demon and all.
Yeah.
But it is, I've shared no hiding of that in multiple stories of her meeting demons, even when Velocity was getting her demon of water powers and stuff. It was like she ran off down the bottom and she's been given secret messages here and there, like my singing monsters after Nexon went to sleep, giving secret, documents and stuff left, right, and center from the Department of Multiversal Matters to everyone. So there's no secret that she's been rather good as a double agent,
Right. Yeah.
which is quite fun. It's quite nice writing the story, but I need to also think where that's going to go.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, she's a double agent. Do I make her a triple agent, a quadruple agent? Make it so done, got you all. Or do I just like leave it how it is and it's like, yeah, let's see what happens with Nexon when he finds out.
Right. Exactly. Just
Even
got
though,
back. Looks
oh,
really.
sorry.
Oh no, sorry. I was just reading Nerd's comment. Cool so far. Also a bit chaotic. Awesome. I'm glad you're liking it, Nerd. I really like this character. It's really fun to draw, especially this what is it called? Pose looks really good. That's okay. There's some things that I've drawn in the sketch that I'm now looking back. I'm like, what is that supposed to be? And I'm slowly piecing it together. I feel like I was absent-mindedly sketching out this character, and now I have to actually go back and remember what I was intending to draw.
It's gone. I was drawing. Wait, what's that?
Wait, there we go. Yeah, that looks better.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, just as I was saying, there is someone who knows Demonica's a double agent, but it has been revealed that she spotted Demonica being a double agent, and that was Velocity.
Yes, I do remember that.
Which was quite cool because it's like a demon, but why is she talking to that other demon? And everyone's telling her to like, shut up. We don't want to hear from you when she tried to tell Nexum in the Lethal Company universe.
Yeah.
It's like, no, we've got other things to worry about. I don't care what you've got to say. Get out of my way. And the bracking broke Demonica's neck and then she tortured it.
Yeah. To be fair, that is really how a game of Lethal Company does go.
Oh yeah, I play it in the evenings. Well, I might be playing it tonight, but yeah, it's you're there and you're just talking to your mate, you're just walking, or you look, you check somewhere and it's not there, and you turn, and the next thing you know, snap, dragged away, and you're like,
Yeah.
damn Brackens.
I've somehow never encountered one of those yet, by sheer luck.
I found some tips to get rid of to trap coil heads in the Jester. So if you're in the mansion on Rend, for example, you get them to come across the banister towards you. You jump down and you look at them, and you get to the stairs, and you do it a certain way. And as soon as it gets above the railing for the stair going up, you hit them with a shovel, and it locks them on the railing, so they're only stuck on the railing to go up and down.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've seen it done plenty of times. I'm like, how? Part of me wants to try it, and part of me's like, I'm going to die if I try this.
Yeah. Exactly.
Timeline 1.
I'm not good enough at video games to try all the cool stuff.
I'm not good at this game to try all the cool stuff. At the same time, I'm like, I want to try this cool stuff.
Exactly. All right, you're the line art? I should really be labeling these layers. It's fine.
Okay, so let's put that in there.
To be fair, wait, I think I missed something. Subnautica is supposed to be basically the unknown things in the ocean. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Future stream idea, Cyberpunk cough mode before he was abstracted. I believe I wrote that down.
Yep.
Yes, I did.
Super Mario Cyberpunk was another one that got dropped in.
Yeah, I have that one too. Like, if I do other Cyberpunk series, I don't know if I can, like, I'm sure I would try, but I feel like there's no way to work it into the Cyberpunk, not Cyberpunk, Digital Circus Cyberpunk story. Like, it would probably have to stand alone.
Yeah, I think certain series have to be in their own universes that we do, and then see if they're popular enough to bring them into our main universes on the channels. Which is what I've kind of done. Like the SCPs were good enough at the start, and then as soon as I did Pokemon SCPs, Pokemon Venomized SCPs, it kind of like dropped. I'm like, oh, okay, nobody wants to see that. Let's figure out the next thing I can do.
Yeah.
Matthew, it is one of Nerd's characters. It's Dino Dude.
Yep, suggested by the community and voted on by the community. Because I know Nerd put this character in, but I also saw somebody else suggest Dino Dude too, which was cool. I love to see the community supporting each other.
I have to say, the final artwork I've done for this, the last one I was drawing today, I really like. Sorry, I was just editing it. Just had it
no,
pop
you're
up
good.
on screen.
I was gonna ask, is like, will there be a telltale sign of which one it'll be? Because I don't want you to spoil it, but I'm very curious to know which one it is.
It will be the last drawing in the video, but also it'll be the one that's not similar to the other two.
Oh, interesting.
I've kind of got something planned, but I haven't really done anything yet. As much as planned as I want to, in terms of the fact that I like the combination pictures Popcross has been doing lately. You know, where he's got like multiple characters and an illustration bit, and I want to do that, but I have a story in this one that's not too far off his story from what he just released yesterday. Bear in mind, I typed mine not knowing what he was typing. So
right, I haven't seen it yet. So
no, but here's one yesterday. He's got a particular storyline with something that happens, and I thought if I did it as a combination piece for what I was going to be drawing, and spend my time doing like one or two big illustration, like a double spread or something of it, it would probably come across too similar, and people are like, oh, you just copy and da-da-da. But at the same time, it's like, well, not really, because I kind of wrote my story out and planned most of my stuff while he'd already made his, but I didn't speak to him about it. But, you know, I will do some combination ones in future because they look quite cool and it'll be good practice.
Yeah, definitely. I've had that happen a couple times. Both Venomized series, FNAF, and The Amazing Digital Circus, I was working on before Popcross put out like his variety episodes of the two things, and both of them had Venomized. Like there was, I forget exactly what it was, but one of them was he put someone FNAF into the Marvel universe and Venomized them with Sun and Moon, and then he did the same thing with Kaufmo. I'm like, granted, I'm doing the opposite of that, but like, why did it have to happen twice?
Oh yeah, mine's either been there. A lot of my content's really similar to podcasts coming out, and it's like we haven't spoke about it, and I'm sat there and I'm like, my redraw theme's Pokemon. His redraw theme's Pokemon. I'll have to do some of my twist different to what he's going to do, right?
Yeah.
What will he most likely not do, and stuff like that? And it's like, it wasn't trying to be like, Oh my god! But it's the same as the He's done a plug saying he's updated all the merch in his store, done new merch and that. And it's like, I've been spending the last couple of weeks planning out what I could do for merch and looking at it and research into it and planning what to do in my designs and stuff. And he's just released the merch update. And I'm like, right, I'm going to have to wait a couple months or a couple of weeks before I do that because I can't do that in this video like I was planning to do.
Right.
It's like, it's one of those ones where it's like every time I think of doing something and I spend it like a couple of days doing it or thinking about it, Popcross releases it and I think I shouldn't have waited.
Maybe Popcross is spying on you and taking all your ideas.
No, I think it's just because we think quite similarly. It's just a case of pure luck, but at the same time, it's also like, God damn it! Everyone's gonna say I'm copying him, and I'm not.
Yeah.
He does his stuff like 2 days before and so many days before, which is quite cool. But at the same time,
I mean, I've had ideas to do other merch things, just because I think they would be cool. I need to. There's a lot of stuff that needs to be worked on before the merch can be made. But like I was thinking, like doing like shirts for narrators and stuff. I just need to design said narrators first.
Yeah, it's like what he's done with his Vigilance. He's done the characters with little like stickers and mugs and on t-shirts and stuff. And it's like, I've been trying to figure out what I could do on t-shirts and stuff for my narrators for a while, but I don't have the drawings. I'd have to up the drawings or figure out what I could put onto it. So I was planning out, okay, I could do mugs of this and do that and start drawing these and building this. And then it's like, he's released it and I'm like, all right, well, that's half my inventory list going off if I was going to do that this in the next week or two. So let's put it back longer and see what else I can do.
Right. I know I've done, I now have a few stickers that I did in the last few weeks. I have just not promoted them. Oopsies.
On the plus side, though, it's, you know, it's a great example for us for what we can do when we get to that, when we go to do it.
Yeah. Because I know he was talking, he mentioned about the putting stuff on Spotify and see how that works.
Yeah, that was quite a tempting possibility.
Yeah. Also, we have a character suggestion, KyngPin Creations from this game a lot of people have never played, Real Life. From Awesome Gay Ranger.
Oh, and Ark, I appreciate that. I'm not worried about it. It's just a case of, I think it's, and I don't know if you agree, KyngPin, as artists and as like Popcross is like giving us like all these shout outs and chances to help our channel grow and great tips and advice and part of that group and that, we don't want to be seen, you know, as, we want to be seen as doing it. There's a certain way of doing it, if that makes sense. We don't want to see it like we're just doing the same thing because he's done it, if that makes sense. Like around the same time, you want to kind of like, if he's done something that you're planning to do, maybe you stagger it out unless you've got something on a deadline. Like, I know if I was a business and I had a product launch and I said about the product launch for weeks elsewhere and it wasn't on YouTube and then it was had to be dropped on the YouTube channel as a promo or something, that's different. I'd have to do it around the same time whether he does it or not. Right. But if it's just like how we're doing it, like an update to our store and planning to add artwork and stuff to it, then it's like we can stagger it or we can push it back a bit because we don't want to seem like we're being slightly disrespectful from all the help, advice, hints, and, you know, awesome chances he's given us to then just go, everything he's doing, we just do straight after. It's like, no, we're not doing that. It's just coincidence, if that makes sense.
That being said, if there ever was a point where that happened, like if I had a video done for my Monday video and then he does the same thing on Friday, I'm like, that is out of my hands. I cannot make a whole new video in 2 days.
Oh, no, I know that. I was talking about the merch plug, but I've had it. I do like the fact that I've had it before. I redrew my Pokemon Venom eyes to make him more detailed. And I said, you know, inspired by his reboot, you know, of this old art, I decided to do this video. And then the next video he did was, friend of the channel, Dempsey J Illustration, has done this. And it's inspired me to do this. And he's done his version of it. And I'm like, oh, so now you're copying me? But not in like, oh, you're copying me. It's just like, oh, well, you know, if you think it's a good idea, go and do it.
Yeah. I mean, I have no problem with like anyone else read trying ideas I have, because I know for a fact that it's gonna be different just because of the way people think and people's writing and drawing styles and all stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm also getting to the point now where I'm like, well, if Popcross does it and I do it, well, there you go.
Yeah.
It's like I know his schedule. He would have done his. He'd have had his story ready by the Monday, done the artwork, edited it all by the Wednesday, scheduled it on the Wednesday, and it'll drop on the Friday. So if he's done on the Friday, he's actually finished by midweek. So even if I'm working on mine for the whole week or whatever I'm coming up with, it's a case of he's already done his one, and then by the time it gets to mine, it's like I can't change that. I'm not doing it. You know, unfortunately we've still got jobs as well as YouTube, which is the only kind of like difference or major difference to how fast we can produce stuff.
Yeah, and some of us are running multiple channels at the same time for some reason. Hey, how about adding Mina the Shadow Warrior on that sheet you said before you loved her whip sword? Sure thing, Galhound. I will add it to the character suggestion list. Mina the Warrior.
Wait, still waiting for plushies of what? Ben said still waiting for plushies though. Graphic tees featuring any of the funny art guys will go so hard. Still waiting for plushies. Wait, plushies are first? Like me and KyngPin? That'd be crazy.
I don't know. I don't know if I'm cut out for marketable plushie.
I'm cut out for a marketable plushie. Just give it grey hair. Just make it Mr. Fantastic with a big belly. It's sorted. just going for the grey at the side of the hair and that. Yeah, that'll do.
All right. We are going to have to start wrapping up soon. So should we vote now? Yeah, I think voting now would probably be the best idea, and then we'll pick up immediately afterwards. So we're going to start the poll, and hopefully I can finish this in the next couple of minutes. But A5 battle damaged character. All right.
All right, I'll be back in just a minute.
Sure thing. Come on. You would think I'd change it. You would think I would change the alarm sound. I mean, not that anyone's going to be less scary. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. All right. Well, guess what? It gets to happen again because we have another 6-minute timer coming up for the poll. So, get your votes in. Oh. And that'll be the character we start off with next stream. I would have liked to get the sketches done, but like I said, I do have to go somewhere specifically at 4:15. So once the poll ends, I will make a note, and that is where we will leave the stream. I sure do hope Dempsey comes back before then, because it'd be really awkward to just leave. I'm going to pitch my idea for a Gooby plush Benny plushie. Oh my goodness. Yes, yes, yes. I mean, just the pitch itself that Popcross would probably come up with to promote a Benny plushie would be insane. Do you think Angelic Demon would be a good plushie? Absolutely. I would love. Oh my gosh, I would love to make plushies of things. I would like. I personally would like to make a more unique character design before I considered plushies. Not that I am anytime soon. Those are expensive to make. But I don't know. Like Professor Marcus Plague. You know what? No, I'd like a Professor Marcus Plague plushie. That would be nice. I don't know. He's definitely not my favorite narrator. Now I have a question for Dempsey. I hope he comes back, because this would be really cool. Leave the alarm. It can become an inside joke. I think it's already an inside joke, Awesome Gay Ranger. I think it's happened enough times and it's become enough of a meme that it's officially evolved into channel-wide community joke. Well, I say channel-wide. It's specifically for the people who join the live streams that know what I'm talking about. Did I finish this? No, I still need sunglasses.
Ooh, which character? Which character to vote for?
I will say I did consider putting myself in one of those, like for one of those spots, but I feel like me having looked like I just got punched would most likely sweep in the polls.
What a way to describe yourself. You're being too harsh there. At the same time, it is still what a way to get in the polls.
Yeah. It would have just been like... I kind of wish I did it now, because then if it won, I could have just drawn myself getting punched by Duck Scare. Because that's kind of what these streams feel like, I'm going to be honest.
Would be quite an interesting one.
Yeah.
I think you should create a Duckzilla and do that as a thing on the sheet.
Oh gosh. Duckzilla. That's funny. Oh, I did have a question for you, because we were talking about plushies, and somebody mentioned a Benny Sharp and Gooby plushie.
Yeah.
Which one of your narrators would you want as a plushie?
Which one of my narrators would I want as a plushie? Ooh. Ehrenfeld Bainsworth, I think.
Ooh.
He could have a little plushy spear or a little plushy beast he could be like stood over that's died or something.
Yes. That'd be adorable.
It'd be adorable. Also traumatic for anybody who, you know, likes any of the other stuff.
Yeah. That too. I think we're done. I think we did it.
Cool. I just realized that I didn't delete the old markers from my last video I used as templates, and I've got like tons of little blue dots floating everywhere on my timeline.
Oh, wow.
Which isn't too bad. It's just a case of yeah, it's like
Actually,
a marker for this and a marker for that, and I'm like, oh, so we got a marker for this and we got a marker for that, have we?
Yeah.
Right. I don't recall this.
I think I've done that a couple times.
Yeah, it's not the end of the world. I just need to
Yeah.
sort my intro out now. Well, Podcast is doing it at the moment, but I've been planning to do it for a while from all the communities I'm in. Just dropping the intro and just launching something like straight out, like straight into the video.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too, because I know I do sometimes have a tendency to run long on the intros, but I don't know. I think in some instances I need to add a little bit of context.
Yeah, so what I'm thinking of doing is, unless it's a collab or it's like a video that's about some celebratory or something, I'm going to drop the intro and only have it when it needs to because of retention. I'm trying to get the retention up, and I noticed at the start of the intro, because the retention dips really far down because on our niche, everybody clicks through to see the artwork if they don't want to do the story.
Right.
Which is great because I get the comments within 2 minutes of posting the video. Amazing artwork, great video. But I'm like, yeah, but you haven't listened to the story because it's a 15-minute long video.
Yeah.
I know. But thank you for liking the artwork. So it's the catch-22. It's trying to get a bit more attention on the storytelling as well as not suddenly just drop within the first like 5 seconds to like 30% and then have that consistent.
Right. Also, if any of you caught on, I caught it this time. It's not scaring me this time. 1 second left. Wait. 1 second left. I stopped it. The duck's not getting me this time.
Oh, that's a shame.
Oh, I'm sure it'll happen again.
Who wants him to have a duck scare? Is it just because it's the sound of a duck, or is it because it's like?
It's just that I think it's just that I forget I set a timer, and then it's just a sudden jarring noise, and I'm like, where did that come from? It might be the duck, but I'm not 100% sure. But that being said, let's end the poll and find the winner. Grr.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Grr. Yeah, I've just seen the bit where you've ended it. It's like holding at the screen, just going. You look so proud of yourself there. It's like, yes, I have not been duck scared today.
Well, I have today, just not in that one instance. That is the winner, right? Yes. Okay. Wanted to make sure. All right. So we have our next character that we will start off the next stream with. I do actually have to be going very, very soon. So if anyone has any last minute questions, now is the time. Also, thank you, Dempsey, for joining me. Always a pleasure chatting with you.
I thought it'd be quite a bit of fun to jump on, ask a few questions, help with chat while I'm not doing anything that's too demanding.
Right. All right. Well, we got 2 more done today, which is good. We'll start next week. Well, 2 full ones. It was really like 1 3/4 since Pharaoh's was halfway done, but it's okay.
I think a C5 has to be something that's like a really stern, emotionless character.
Yeah. Another Dresden-like character.
Yeah. Whether it's, I don't know. Even if it's something like, what's a really strict character with a face that never changes? Oh, no, it should be Kaiju number 8, because even though he does do like the faces like that, he doesn't always, he shows them, but sometimes he tries to be really strict, but he's got that like face like. That could be an interesting one.
Yeah, it could. I'm not too familiar, but with a reference, I think I could.
Kaiju number 8's that one that I drew on that live stream with that like demon skull and
right.
The blues. It's a good series. You need to check it out on Crunchyroll. It's absolutely hilarious if you've got Crunchyroll.
I'll give it a look.
Well, it should be a new episode tomorrow, if I'm right.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Yeah, cliffhanger episode, I think. Or one of the big episodes on the manuals.
Oh, wow. Okay. I think we have a little bit of time for an art showcase. If any of you want to let me know where you uploaded art. Because actually I should make a channel itself for like stream art showcase. That'd be cool.
We should make a series where a bunch of us artists like me, you, Nerd, and Night of Arcane jump on and give feedback on art.
That would be fun.
From people.
I'd love to do that.
That could be quite an interesting one to do.
Yeah. Art on Instagram.
Excuse me.
Oh, wait. Instagram first. All right. All right. I assume this is the one uh, that awesome gay ranger just sent in to be showcased. So I'll do. Uh-oh. There we go. Hit the wrong thing. So this is from Awesome Gay Ranger. It's the Patrick meme with the mom, pick me up, I'm scared, which I absolutely love.
That's pretty cool. I like that.
Yeah, this is really fun. Okay, there we go. Discord stopped working for a second. We have Benjamin on Instagram. Ooh. Okay, this is what I'll do. I'll do it like this. We got 1, 5. Copy.
Then he goes, Discord ruin the quality. That sounds like a Discord thing.
Yeah, exactly. What is going on? There we go. All right. This is one of, I believe it's Benjamin Neal's. I typed your name into Instagram, and I assume this is the art page. It says it was followed by Dempsey Jelly's illustration, so I took it.
If
I
it's followed by me, it's definitely going to be one of his. I don't follow, I follow people that, I know or kind of.
Yeah. That is Destiny Myers. First off, I really like the colors, the teal and the pink together, and then the blue and black and white here look really cool. And I love, part of the reason I did it for this one down here, aside from it was part of the reference, I do love characters with like the half and half face. So like what you have here, I think I might have accidentally squished it a little, sorry. But like what you have here is the same that I did with Dino Dude, where it's half the face. So that's also really cool.
Yeah, I find that works really well also when you venomize stuff, having half and half on the face.
Yes, definitely.
It works super nice to have that just... It's hard to explain, but it just adds that little bit of extra to the character. Like, you can do whatever expression you want on one side, whether they're terrified or something, and then the symbiote's kind of like just the evil, demonic big grin coming out the other half of the face, which gives a nice little contrast.
Yeah. Next up, we have Arc here. And Arc, correct me if I'm wrong, but this is outside your normal style. Like, it's a lot more cartoony than the ones that you've done in the past. And I really, really like it. I love if you just look at it here, like if you just compare these two, same character, different styles. And it's just so cool to see that be reimagined in different styles. Also, pink suit looks really good. It's not too it's a very subtle pink, which works nice. It with warmer, brighter colors like pink and red, it's very hard, or not very hard. It's possible to oversaturate the colors, and just like it becomes too hard to look at. So like, for example, why is nothing working? Jesus. For example, like this is red. If I do that, if I made anything this color, it'd be horrible to look at. But if I did something like this, it'd be a little better. And you have a perfect balance of that with the pink here. So amazing job. Discord ruined the quality. I'm sorry. I assume this is what you're talking about, Ven. This beach episode one here, which looks really good. The one thing that stands out to me the most is the muscles, because I know that's the hardest. And actually looking, it's a very similar pose to this one here, this top pose here. They're very similar in poses, which is really cool. So amazing job. And also you labeled this as beach episode 1 of 3. So I'm very interested to see the next 2. But also,
I
great
just love
job.
the fact one's got a super soaker.
Yeah, I was gonna mention
Just
that.
literally, you also got it's literally got the pose with the hand and the face almost as if to say, let's go.
Exactly. I can't wait to see how the rest of this, because this, I feel like something's gonna go down here. Also, I love the backgrounds are really cool too. The clouds look very nice. And finally, we have from Caden King. There's a couple of them, so give me a quick second. 1, 2, 3. I realize with the silence how awkward this must be.
4, 5, 6.
4.
Ready or not, here I come.
And oh no, I'm running out of room in the document. And 5. These are from, I apologize that I'm blocking some of them. I only have so much room on the document. These are, let me read this correctly. Here is Aiden Smith, Kara Smith, Eddie Smith. Okay, let me see if I get this right. Aiden Smith is this one. Kara Smith is this one. Eddie Smith is this one. I know that for a fact. Sydney Smith is this one. And Jess Smith are this one. And I saw you mentioned before that they're all, what'd you say, siblings, which is cool. And you also mentioned Eddie and Kara are siblings, which is really cool. I do like you can definitely tell they all share like similar features, like hair color. Well, almost all hair color, but like facial features too. Like they have all similar sibling attributes, but they're all different enough that they're their own individual characters. And it looks like they each have like their own special abilities, because like I'm seeing like what I assume are glowing hands on Jessica here. And I also know that Eddie makes armors and stuff. So like they're all different. Also, I love this little eye marking here on Aiden. That one looks really cool. But like overall, they are similar enough to be siblings, but also different enough to be their own unique characters, which is great. So once again, great job and keep up the great work. That being said, I must be going now. I really have to get somewhere. But thank you all so much for joining. And especially since this was a day I don't usually stream, and also very last minute, I appreciate all of you showing up. Dempsey, thank you again for showing or for chatting with me. And
No problem.
I will see you all in the video on Monday. Take care, everyone.